Hey, welcome back to Métropole Grid. My name is Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. It is a Thursday evening. It's called the 16th of April, 2026. Ooh, I got cat hair on my face. Hopefully y'all are well. It's been a busy week, let me tell you. Shout out to this thing here. Have you seen this thing? Have you seen this ABR page? It's immaculate. Look at that custom banner, made some branding, made some art. Montreal District Championship 2026. When's it happening? In 2 Saturdays? Whoa, what is that? Is that the 25th of April? Where is it? Is it in Montreal, in Canada? Yeah. Is that Gobelin d'Argent, the Silver Goblin? You know it. When does it start? Well, round one, you see, starts about 10 a.m., but we're going to do registration at 9:30 a.m. Shout out to the Silver Goblin that's going to open early. When are we going to be done? Like before 7. It's like a single day event. It's not going to be that long. Is it going to be an exciting and the best place to be on this Saturday? Yeah, it is. So hopefully we'll have you there. How's everyone doing? Link in the description, hopefully at this point. I'm still covered in cat hair. Glasses, Andre, flowing fast. My eye has been really weird recently, and I decided to rest out some my contacts. What I'm noticing though is that if I look like you get like too much light reflection. You see a blue light bar right there. That's cool, huh? That's like an effect. Canberra districts this weekend. Hey, Impish, good luck, have fun. I don't know if you're playing or you're organizing, but we'll see there. The measured response, Montreal Grid, 1-2 punch. Meteor, how's it going? I did not listen to the measured response because it is at the time that I have to eat dinner before this stream, but I always listen to them actually after, usually when I'm doing publishing. They've been really good. Will we be casting magic? No. What? Hey, Daria, it's fine. Gives you cyberpunk vibes. Congratulations on the weekend, Daria. Hopefully you're well too. Hey, John, how's it going? Man, you really like that font for all your alt arts. This is a Netrunner font that I've been... Okay, so like it's a couple things. Firstly, this font I've used for a couple things. Classically, I've used it on the channel, but only for Ocarina. This was an old pocket font that we had. YouTube Ocarina Netrunner. This is a font that I have used before. Metropole Grid. Yeah, the Ocarina font, right? Like I've had this one in my back pocket for a while, and then I started using it. I use it for Marvel Champions content on the other channel, but it's a font I like a fair bit. Otherwise, I feel like I'm overusing the Netrunner fonts. And at this point, I want to say that the Metropole Grid Netrunner font has existed before Nelson Games started using it for everything as well. And they just keep refusing to answer my emails. Shadows, how's it going? It's the Grid. I was too busy watching Redacted that was leaked myself. What? Is that the Avatar film? Wait, did I just miss a preview of your alt prices? No, we don't have, well, okay, we don't really have alt prices. Eric, how's it going? Because of the rules of the new year, I'm unable to commission pricing for a Montreal event. And that's because this is an NPC event, which that's cool because as an NPC event, you get the NPC scatter field. But because this event is attached to an NPC and we already have one prize, which is exclusive prize for an NPC, I am not allowed to put more alt arts or any other prize support into this event, which is a bummer. Still fine though. Excited to be part of an NPC. Like, don't get me wrong on that. We're gonna have like door prizes. Usually we have door prizes for people that come in from out of province or out of country more accurately. So we'll still do that. Maybe. Yes. Oh, that's not good, Meteor. People don't want you to do that. Hey, Sanjay, I hadn't realized Ocarina got its own font. Ocarina had its own font, and I don't know why. I don't know why specifically I went out of the way to make Ocarina have its own font. But usually when we did some of the weirder stuff on the channel back in the day, it had its own font. So like that's kind of fun and goofy. Let me just catch up on chat really quickly, and then I have to ask you all a question because before I totally crash out. It's on the small monitor. Hey, Clueless, how's it going? Ban Rebirth and Standard, ban Boat. Yeah, so people are talking, and specifically Lucy is logged in as rigging up, is my guess. It's short notice on the content creator portal this time around. I barely had time to plan and host a game show. Uh-oh, new ban list dropped. Something like that. Hey, Jeff, I think we need to petition SBT to do all the releases on Thursday mornings rather than Friday. Why? Just because you're up late tonight doing stuff to prepare for it or not prepare for it? I'm not 100% sure. I got districts this Saturday, Melias Prison or Melias Misery Engine. I mean, you could do both, right? Hey, MacG, how's it going? Okay, so what an honor. I mean, it's really good fun. Hey, Funky Man, finished a premiere set for tomorrow. I think I've timed it so I don't actually reveal the ban list until after the embargo lifts. Oops. So this is happening, and it has happened before. And it's something that I am constantly caught out by, and I'm pretty bummed out by it. And I'll be honest, I'm bummed out by it once again. And that is something that I should have seen coming. Okay. So when we applied for organized play stuff back at the end of last year, mind you, this was in, what is this? This is October of last year. When you applied for organized play, there was this lovely article that expressed, the strict deadlines of when events can and can't be run, and you could apply for them. There's also this little thing that, like, lo and behold, I totally forgot about until someone reminded me about this a week ago, which Null Signal Games, the standard ban team, was cornered. And they were basically said, these are dates where you should expect a ban list update. Whether that ban list is no changes or whether that ban list is, a ban list, these are the times where we're expecting a ban list for the events. And look at this date. Week of April 13th, we're meant to expect a ban list that should be ready for megacities, because the megacity season starts at the beginning of May. Mind you, by the end of April, all districts have to be finished. And that's why there's a fair bit of districts this weekend, and let alone next weekend. Shout out to Montreal. Now that is unfortunate. You can only lead a horse to water, because there was like so much tension in when you could organize your districts. And this is a problem that I think a lot of people ran into, because the district's schedule started in February. But as you know, the new set didn't come out till the early March, and then it wasn't standard legal till mid-March. So there was a lot of people, yours included, that tried to make their districts later on in the season just so that the district could be exciting with the new cards and all that. And so, yeah, I picked late April because that makes a lot of sense to me. Also, very importantly, I'm working with a store, and the store only has so many weekends that work for them, considering they serve a lot of other card games and there's only limited space. So the only date that made sense was April 25th, and I was so excited about this. This is like the third time in a row this is happening, because the issue is that I usually bring a camera to these events and I film the footage. And we ran into this exact same thing with districts last year, where I went to the event and I filmed it. This happened on the channel before also, like many moons ago, when we filmed an AMPC Montreal in 2023, where we went to I filmed and I did the whole top 8. I did all Swiss. I did so much gameplay footage. Is that as soon as this event ends, assuming the ban list has changes and it's not a no changes ban list, which it could be, the footage is technically useless. And useless is obviously a very pessimistic way of talking about it, because it's not useless. More so, the footage will be of a meta that might not exist ever again. So the idea is, if you're watching this footage to get an idea of what people are playing competitively, so you can, get some ideas about, their upcoming megacities, the Montreal District Championship footage that we're going to film is probably not worth it. Yeah, Diogen's in chat. Yep, I know. And that was the issue. Diogen won our last district championship, and the meta shifted, I would say, relatively radically after that. The footage showed off a lot of decks that didn't exist anymore. We had this exact same problem again in 2023. In fact, it's happened so often that we just schedule things at the worst time, where the new ban list will be announced before this event. I don't know what to do about it. And please let me know what your thoughts are. I don't think I have the time to be able to film, all of Swiss and get all that up, but I would be interested in filming whatever the top cut is. And then putting the effort into editing them the way that we do takes a lot of time. And it's I don't know. It feels like a lost cause, as much as I think that is incredibly pessimistic on my end. So I don't know what to do. Assume you don't have the latitude to immediately shift to the new ban list that comes out this week. No, we're not allowed to, because it's a sanctioned Netrunner event from Null Signal Games. You have to respect their rules and regulations, which means a ban list will have to be, has to be legal for 2 weeks. This ban list, if it comes out on Friday, which is what it's looking like it's going to come out tomorrow morning, it won't be legal till the 1st of May. So I don't expect this ban list to be severe. I can't tell you about the ban list, because the ban list is communicated to content creators sooner than later. Whether there's no changes or there are changes, I still will have a video out tomorrow morning. It's already recorded and scheduled. Shout out to when it drops, usually early in the morning here on the East Coast. But yeah, I have spent time this week talking and thinking about the ban list. It is, a thing. Whether it is no changes or some changes, you'll find out in about 8 hours. So no stress. Is all your old content covering events from 25 worthless? I wouldn't say it's worthless, but it puts less pressure under me to edit it relatively quickly, right? Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe release the raw footage. That's what it was meant to do, is just film the footage and then just release the footage with commentary over it, and don't spend the dozen of hours to make it pretty. They're gonna ban my sweet innocent baby queuing. So I don't know. It's man, I get so much, it takes the wind out of my sails when it's this is a format that doesn't exist anymore. And still, yeah, it's still, it's always great to come out and have a good time and do all that. I don't want to undersell the event. I think the event's going to be killer. Personally, I always watch footage with player cams regardless of meta. It just as this is fun hanging out. Winjong, I want to say, firstly, how's it going? I don't have player cams. I only have one camera, so I don't know what to do. Andre, maybe we shouldn't stress about timely releases when I'm holding the tier list hostage. Jeff, I will just say the ball is technically in your court, but do it as you will. I am dropping my side of the tier list on Monday morning. So again, I have edited it. It's finally done. 4 hours of content of the corporation side of the tier list, which is the more interesting side. I think most people can agree on. Shout out to Jeff taking the runner side. It'll be up on the Metropole Grid Monday morning. So you can release your thing after, like that's totally fine. But it took forever to edit, not only because it's 4 hours, but because we do card pop-ups. And I counted, the video has 408 card pop-ups. If each card pop-up takes you 10 seconds to do, it takes you a long time to edit the video, it turns out. So I think I can hit Monday morning. No shot. Are we both doing Monday morning? Predictions. How's it going, Addison? World Tree unbanned, trick shot unbanned. Hold on, I scrolled up. I cannot wait. I mean, like, you know, book some time off for your week. It's a lot of video. Trick shot unbanned, endurance unbanned, Rizeki unbanned. I mean, like, shapers, they got to eat, right? You can also just post as unlisted vids and post some links in places. I think that's what I should do. And I think that's what I should have done for Diogen's sake as well. Because the games were interesting from the last districts for sure. Returning with my true identity. Hey, Lucy, how's it going? How's the rigging up? Is it a quiz or is it a trivia? I'm calling in Monday. I'm feeling sick all of a sudden. I'm on the last half of Shaper. Oh, you're just about there. Cool. Also, I need to switch accounts. Yeah, the bandless video premiere is published. Well, hey, tomorrow morning, Lucy the Goat. Not too late. I also need to share it to you, Diogen. I need to give it to you. I still have it on a hard drive somewhere. You ran a betting market. You went poly market on us? You went Kalshi? You went futures betting? Anyways, if you have any like really heavy thoughts about this, I don't mean to undersell it. I just I wish that I was so excited to get gameplay footage on the channel because it's been such a long time. And it's one of my favorite parts of Netrunner is like well-produced gameplay footage. It's just like the best to see great people play this game and show, you know, how different people do it in different places. It's awesome. But then the idea of like spending, you know, a dozen hours on a video that is, it's still worth something, that's for sure. I don't know. I'll bring my camera. We'll figure it out. You can post the raw footage, then do a stream doing commentary over it, like co-streaming your own event. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. Like, I think Funky Man, that's what's going to happen. We'll probably not do the exact production level that I used to do. And we'll leave that for maybe later events this year. But we'll either do pre-recorded voiceover or we'll just do a live or something like that. Will you do replay reviews again? Addison, yeah, I definitely didn't intend to stop doing replay reviews. Replay reviews are really tricky because you need replays. And then on top of it, you actually need specifically interesting or good replays, which is not like to be said at the expense, but sometimes you get replays that are sent in really nicely and the replay is like not something that's easy to make a good structured like pedagogical piece about, where it's like, oh, you're playing a really strange deck, your opponent's playing a really strange deck, and it's not like very fundamentals driven, which is usually where the good replay reviews come from. At any point in time, if you have a replay and you think it's interesting, you can always shout it or send it off to metropolegrid@gmail.com. I watch them. My email etiquette is not particularly great, unfortunately, for better for worse, and I have to give a lot of apologies for that. But yeah, it's hard to sometimes find the footage to make that make sense. But yeah. Stream commentary with the footage could be fun. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do, actually. We'll make it make sense, I think. A whole 7 pounds was gained and lost. That's like 38 Canadian dollars. Everyone wagered 1 pound. That's like 38 Canadian dollars. I do ask in the video if any sports gambling websites would like to sponsor us. Oh no. 2026. Cool. Anyways, so that's a couple things. Firstly, Montreal districts, you can get your tickets. Mind you, the ticket link is up. It is $20 Canadian. It's a one-day event. Shout out to Silver Goblin. They're a great place. Absolutely excited for it. If you have any questions between now and the event, you can hit me up either here in comments or you can hit me up on Discord. I am a Maverick. It's just here. It should be here somewhere. My contact information should be somewhere here. It's at the bottom of the link, I think. Yeah, shout out to it's behind my camera. You'll find it. And it's an NPC 2026. So if you want to get some NPC points, you want to get the exclusive NPC prize this year, it's going to be fantastic. And it's always really quite nice to come out. So we'll love to see you there. Strange decks against a strange deck. Got it. Don't send to your friend. And I was Eternal Nova versus Empire games. So many decisions were made on both sides of the table. This tournament kit's also really quite nice. So excited for that. Anywho, that's it. How did it feel being in the UK when you used to CAD prices, small numbers, but paint on the wallet? It wasn't that bad. It's like 2.5 last I checked. but like you're kind of used to it. It wasn't the cheapest place to go, but like it was good. I stayed with a bunch of friends, so it wasn't very, very, very expensive. But I also did not stay very long, unfortunately. We kind of had to just show up and leave. Okay, the time has come. Hey, Gyro, how's it going? It's Mega Magic is finally here. This is the deck that you probably heard discussions about, and this is a deck that maybe shows up in conversation tomorrow with a ban list. Who knows? I countered that it wasn't always small numbers. So this is the deck that you might have heard of. It's mostly almost entirely played by one person, which again makes the conversation about this deck kind of difficult if you ask me. But this is the deck that can do a combo turn that can take like 30 to 40 clicks, which when it comes to paper play, let alone online play, is a bit awkward when your turn takes 25 minutes of a 40-minute round. It is not something I would feel comfortable doing, but that's not like a judgment. If you want to do this, you can. Technically, the organized player floor rules allow you to do this as long as you play your turn quickly enough to some extent, and you don't make any play mistakes. This deck is also touted to be pretty difficult to play. In fact, the title hardest deck in Netrunner is, you know, it gets people clicking, that's for sure. And I imagine it's pretty difficult. And I think we're probably going to flub it because we haven't played it before. And it's the sort of thing where if you flub the combo, you're kind of cooked because you don't got much else you're going to do. The idea with this deck is that there's a really weird interaction here. In the groove, shout out to this card being a problem anytime it shows up. But this card's a priority that says the first time a turn that you install a card that costs at least a credit on your turn, you can either draw a card or gain a credit, which is like not amazing. Most turns you install, if you really try hard, 4 to 5 cards and you're really trying hard. And then this becomes a 4 to 5 a credit econ card, which is like, okay. It's not bad, but it's also a priority. So it's a bit clumsy. But what about if you could take 30 clicks or 40 clicks and then you actually got like 30 to 40 credits or 40 card draw? Obviously, that's really good. And this is what the deck is trying to do. And the big thing here is Illumination installs 3 cards. And those 3 cards can be Peach of Shawns. And Peach of Shawn, once you run through a piece of ice, well, it turns out you just gain 3 clicks by spending 1 click. And then you constantly go up on clicks. And so you can end up keep reinstalling these over and over and over and over again until you get 30 clicks or 40 clicks, whatever it can be. And what do you do with those clicks? Well, you try and win off of Conduit. Like your Conduit just gets enough counters, and hopefully with enough counters you can see all of R&D, if not most of R&D. And that's kind of the issue with this deck. It's like it's not a guaranteed combo. You have to still play it out because you can still whiff, which means there's not a lot of time in the round for the corporation to get their game on. But is this the best deck in the format? I would say far from it. I think corporations who are doing something proactive can cause you some problems. It doesn't seem the runner can run that much. You can't really deal with assets. Incidental damage might be a problem. There's like technically abstractly combinations of ice on R&D that can make a problem for this deck, but it's not very realistic that you get there. I think you're better off just quickly doing something like putting a good old FUT on the table or a Bladderwort or something like that will be probably a bit more problematic. But I've seen the combo fire many times. The issue is I don't want to do this to someone on JNet Casual. I just don't want to have someone have to spend 25 minutes while I play my combo turn. So if somebody wants to play against me, that would be quite nice. So I'll just hang out here and catch up on chat before we get to this. I think it's easier than World Tree Woo and World Tree Ari, but harder than almost any other deck you play. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I don't think like academically seeing this doesn't seem like the hardest deck in Netrunner. I've definitely seen more complicated and convoluted stuff. The combo, you have to care about like where you're keeping your cards, because you can keep your cards in many different places, on your read-write chair, in your bin, in your hand, and all those matter. But the combo itself is not particularly difficult, he says. Hey, John, I played a good bit of this and say it's almost not quite as hard as World Tree Woo. Interesting. Cool. Yeah. Those World Tree Woo cards are a bit more interesting. You could just sense the animosity in the excellent crossover video they did with the fake cards. Sanjay? Have you watched his video on it? Yeah. I've watched the first one. I think there was a second video after it that I didn't watch, but the video that Dullbulb put up is pretty good after he brought this and played this version at the Reading districts, which is where it went 4-1 and where this is posted. And like his opinion about like, oh, can this be banned? Is it a problem? Is it good? Like he talks about it and he's like very, very comfortable about people either roasting it or having opinions about it. Like he doesn't particularly care. I think it's just really neat and it's fascinating. It's interesting in terms of like organized play problems. Yeah, I think it could cause issues. And I think taking a 25-minute turn is not something that we probably want to happen, but the rules do allow for it. So it's kind of up to you. I would not use the word drama at all. Going to talk about how he personally hates Declan again. Declan's really nice. He actually even reached out. It was like a week or a half ago. Declan reached out on Discord and was like, hey, do you want me to teach you the lines to play this? And this was before there was the Decklist of the week. And I unfortunately left him on red. He's really nice. And like we've worked together to do content stuff before. And I'm definitely going to have him on the channel after that point. I like this deck is not for me, but like that has nothing to do with how nice Declan is. Declan's really nice. I can volunteer. I volunteer as tribute. I volunteered as an opposite playing the Regus to Reg PDs. You can try it. Yeah, Lucy, I saw you do that on stream. Oh, and then Dullbulb was playing the other day. I think we might need it. Voting to skip the Decklist of the week. Dullbulb already has a comprehensive video that covers it. I want to try it. Like, I want to fire it at least once to see what it does. Because I think people are, if they haven't watched Dullbulb's content, probably should see what this can do. It's interesting. Dullbulb said that he thinks the deck is a bad play experience, so IMO it's safe to diss it without dissing him. But if you want to hear some shit on it, I highly recommend this week's King's Court. I did listen to King's Court today, and like, yeah, it went off on it, and that's where it gets really uncomfortable. It's like you have to be very careful when you're talking about a deck, and whether it's negative or what the deck can do. Is that you really need to separate the person from the deck, and I think that is what was happening. But you just gotta be careful. It did not make me incredibly comfortable. Rotary Arian standard was a def a lot easier than this. But I have to know my whole deck. There's 100 cards. Andre leaving Declan on red and Blood Feud is confirmed. Jay, how's it going? How'd your last finals go? We're mega magicking? Yeah, we're figuring it out right now. Let's give it a shot. I gotta watch you play some Slay the Spire, but like it was in a resolution that was perfect for my phone in 2004. Standard World Tree only played like 65 to be fair. I mean, it depends how you do it. I played 2 IDs. I played 130. It's more consistent. Let's bring this in. Like this is probably going to be a train wreck. Lucy, if you want to like volunteer for tribute, I know you've done a valiant effort in that role before, putting your brand on HQ or whatever. But last finals is next Monday, so no JNet for me until then. I mean, we still got Slay the Spire, don't we? I do not understand how Axu makes those videos. It has to be a bit. It can't be. I think he just doesn't know render settings. Axu makes the video, does his timeline correctly, his sequence has the right settings, and then he gets to at the render settings and just rolls the dice. He's just like, I don't know, random. It's like every drop down menu is like, do you want to do square pixels? So we got these weird things called circle pixels. He's like, circle pixels. They're like, we haven't made those yet. Yeah, make them. It's always so bad. Oh, shout out to Axie though. He's working hard. Do not attribute the malice. It can be attributed to oh, okay. I gotta read that. I think Singren stated that OPP will get clarification on what to do if turns last too much longer after the time is called, I think. Yeah, there's like a bunch of issues, like technically with this deck. We've talked about this a bit before on stream. Like one of the problems is technically this engine can keep a game hostage. I do not like that idea. But imagine that I'm up on points against my opponent. I, in theory, now can just play Netrunner on my own turn, not violating organized play policy for 20 minutes and go to time. That's not obviously what Dullbulb is doing, and that's what nobody's saying you can do, but you are allowed to do that now, which sucks. I just think the game having an engine that allows you to get 40 clicks probably needs to be addressed sooner than that. The issue is like, it doesn't seem like it needs to be addressed because this deck is not a metaforce. Secondly, what was I going to say? Yeah, if time gets called and then you start comboing, the whole tournament can't wait 20 minutes for you. Of course they can't. This actually came out of Worlds where like players were playing genuine turns. They were just taking way too long to think about their turns. And I think the game was called as a draw, where like organized play just came in. The judges came in. If I'm not mistaken, it just said like, you cannot spend 7 minutes on one click. The whole tournament is waiting for you. This is a draw. The game is over now. And I don't know what the organized play policies on paper says to do in that circumstance. And I think that's one of the big tensions with the sort of deck idea is not so much like, it's like, I want to know what NSGOP wants me to do as a judge if these things show up in tournaments that I am running. That is the thing I'm more concerned about, because everyone's going to do something different. I think everyone wants to just be on the same page. Sorry. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Oh my God, you're so fast. Got Man of the Moon's Laser Cut Mag in the mail. Oh, sick. Noobs. Is that from the last showdown? All right. Reg PD is going to do PD things. I do not know what we're meant to have in our opening hand. Creative Commission is good. The deck doesn't have that much money. It has like 4 econ cards, maybe 5. Hey, best of luck. Have fun. The good thing we have is read, write, share. So we can put 1 illumination away on it. Simulchip is good. We want to find Magdalene every single turn. So like read, write, share goes down 1 card. But we're going to have to get some card draw in our hand. Again, I do not know what we want to mulligan into. This seems not amazing. In terms of card draw, we have 2 Nukas and then 3 rituals is my guess. Yeah. So those are good. I'm not expecting more than 2 ice on R&D in any way that makes sense. The Super Corridor is your console. It doesn't really fire. It's more so because it gives you 2 MU. The Gachapons are really nice to get down. Those things you want to install clicklessly too. But Read Rate Share is like okay for sure. Showdown looks awesome. Heck yeah. Seems like a good hand. I mean, I could take it. Historically, decks and Magic that do what this does, eggs, have had cards banned for tournament concerns. Yes, but that was like much more popular. I've heard about the eggs issue too, and I know Yu-Gi-Oh has also had problems with that. I mean, I guess we can keep this. You can read, write, share the illuminations except one. Yeah, we want to keep one. The other ones will go into the deck, and then we're trying to draw them with the what's it called, the thing. Okay, so this looks either like a Spin Doctor or Tranquility. I'm assuming we can't deal with that. We might as well draw here. There's no reason to play read, write, share on click 1 because we can always just read, write, share off Maggie. So we're just going to try and fill our hand up. Okay, Nuka is good, but we want to enter a turn with 6 cards in hand. So if we do install Nuka, we go down to 5. Use Nuka, we're at 8. We do Creative Commission, we're down at 7. Read, write, share, tux a card, but we have to actually discard all our cards first with Magdalene, so you can't like use read, write, share at the exactly right time. So my guess is we just do draw, go to 7. Oh, hold on. This is the hard part. It's just firing Maggie's text. So we can do draw, go to 7, install Nuka, go down to 6, play Creative Commission, go down to 5. That's no good. So I don't think we Creative Commission this turn because we don't need a Creative Commission this turn. So I think we just do draw, Nuka, credit, install, read, write, share, right? Face check. We don't really have a reason to face check from my understanding. Like I do think making the corpse spend money is good. Did Lucy keep or did Lucy mull? Lucy mulled. I mean, like I'm not really interested. Yeah, for sure. But I don't really want to face check. Yeah, I think the only run we're gonna make is like if there's, I don't know what would be on the table, like a Nico that she doesn't ice up, which I'm not expecting. Yeah, I think we just do draw, install Nico, read, write, share. That's good to have next turn. So now the nuke is less necessary because we can just do, clicking for credit seems bad. I guess we're clicking for credit. Whatever. Just using Illumination to get all the installables down good. I don't know. I think you need to keep them for the combo turn. It was a Tranquility. I'm not sure if that was worth trashing. Oh, looks like it's going for card draw. Find Maggie clicks for credit often. Yeah, ideally you just keep drawing and discard cards. Like that would be even better for us. But yeah, no, the Illuminations is your power card. If we use Illumination here, we're usually losing Maggie, so it's not even like that valuable. We actually only like install 2 cards and the credits don't really matter. Let's get the other Illumination out. Okay. So I'm just gonna start with Ritual. Okay, so Cybertrooper Battalion, we need to install. Into Groove is a combo card. We definitely want to keep one of those. We have 3 clicks. We want to end on 6 cards in hand. We can install the Simul Chip. So we could do Nuka, Cybertrooper Battalion puts us down to 5. We have a click left over. We could always just install the Stowaway, but that's not particularly good. So I think we just do Draw, puts us on 8. We do install. Okay. And that's what we do. That's going to be happening a fair bit. Yeah, yo, people, how's it going? Yeah, we're playing Mega Magic for the first time. For what it's worth, Lucy knows what we're up to, and she's allowing us to just like, she's playing the Regis PD without, you know, us in mind, which is great. Okay, we got to host something here. The Peach Chans, we definitely want all of them. I'm not sure what we can crack first. I don't know if we need all these diamonds. I think we have like the whole gang of diamonds here. We had 2 Peach Chans and 2 Illuminations here. We just need to get through our deck so that our read, write, shares and our Gachapons are a bit more consistent. Oh, wow, we have all of them. Diogenes, how's it going? So if we nuke again, this is where keeping the T400 is interesting because then you don't have to discard as many cards. That being said, if you install the T400 with Maggie, you are discarding down to 5 cards because you discard all your cards at once. You can't just like get hand size. If we go up again, we go down to 9, or sorry, to 11. Then we can do 10, 9, 8. Yeah, that tracks. But I need some for Illumination. But yeah, the Stowaway is fine in the bin. The Hush is fine in the bin. There's not that much ice in PD that we have to actually hush. We're probably not going to need it. Our only icebreaker we're going to use is the Code Gate Breaker. The other ones are the ones that make ice types, and those we want to Simul Chip in. So I think we probably can't just nuke it. We just have to go fast. Okay, this is fine. So this is the last Illumination which we need. We can throw out Chromatophores. The super corridor, our MU is going to get clogged because read write share is taking up a lot. Super corridor is not going to fire. If we install this, we go down to 9 hand size. We're going to need one more economy card. Sorry, we go to 10 cards, but we go to 7 hand size. Yeah, and then I think money's not good. If we install the simul chip here, we can just install a stowaway instead of discarding it. That seems silly. Do we just click for credit? We can go down to 9-8. We want to throw out the chromatophores and the stowaway, so they're not worth installing. Like, we probably just install the Nuka, and then that's it. So, simul chip, chromatophore, stowaway. We'll install the simul chip. Okay, we have a money issue, that's for sure. Combo doesn't strictly fail. You can farm clicks over vulnerable ice, but it does make them think more and open up windows for mistakes. Yeah, like, it is worth noting, if she doesn't ice up R&D, we can just like send it into HQ and gain clicks. It makes the combo less efficient, but not a disaster. I don't think we need the Ashen at all. We have a ritual, that's nice, but how much economy, like what economy can we get out of there? We have 1 gamble and we have 2 more creative commissions. So we definitely want to find a creative commission here. Okay, Gauss and Monkey Wrench can hit the bin. Ritual is worse than Nuka, but we can throw out these 3 cards. We need to keep digging. Okay, read write share we can install to keep digging. Lucy could just like score out in theory. I don't think we're going to charge the remote server. The second in the group is not necessary, so we can get rid of that with read write share. Conduit in the bin seems fine. We're not going to install it from hand. Are we going to install something with Maggie? I don't think we are, but we definitely need to find 2 creative commissions in our bottom 18. 2 creative commissions. If we do credit, and I don't want to do credit, I think I just want to play credit because we can do much on 1 credit. We just need to find a creative. So if we do read write share into the groove, we can draw a card. I just don't think we Maggie this turn, which stinks. I'd rather, like, I want to Maggie the read write share. Yeah, I do want to Maggie the read write share because we're not going to fire our text. We could like install the Peach Shot on an HQ ice just to like get it on the table, and then you like spree it onto R&D. I don't know how proactively you want to be spreading your Trojans. Yeah, I'll just do this. Maybe we'll draw something with Maggie. Nah, we didn't. Bummer. So our simul chips are taxed slightly. The stowaway is going to be important. We have 2 more chromatophores coming up. I think we have to click for credit here and throw out 4 cards. There's nothing we can install unless we install a Peach Champ, which I don't think is fantastic. I think we're slightly too poor here. I wonder if we actually should have just like tempoed in the groove that turn. Probably not, but like maybe it's technically like the same as clicking for credit, so probably not. Okay, so we have 3 Gatchmons at the bottom 17. So what are we throwing out? We don't need the Gauss. We probably won't need the Monkey Wrench. There's sometimes you do, especially if there's a Brawn or something big, because we can break any ice that is, what is it, 4 strength for free? So this makes it 6 strength. So we don't need Gauss. Conduit has to come back with simulchip for 1. Monkey Wrench, we want to grab at instant speed, and we have to throw out 1 more card. My guess it's the diamond. It could be the ritual, but we have 1 more ritual, and this is the last Nuka. No, this is the last ritual. I'm going to keep the card draw, so we'll get rid of the diamond. Currently, we only have 6 MU, which might be close. The question is what we can send to this read write share, which I don't actually know. I would have been click for 2. Yeah, I think click for 2 is reasonable. I don't know how little money we can survive on, but if we drew a creative commission there, we would have been really good. We need all the MU, you think? Well, I did discard the second diamond there, so... Or no, that's the first diamond. What are we getting rid of here? That's awkward. We need diamonds? Okay, I don't know how much we need MU. Lucy's scoring their remote server. I don't know what we're meant to get rid of here because I just don't know how easy it is to get to our cards. When we put cards on read write share, you can trash them by over installing and just simul chip them back. So like getting a Peach of Shaw on this might not be the end of the world because you don't have to shuffle the cards back. You can, but you definitely don't have to. We can get rid of the ritual to make it a clickless draw 1 instead of click for 3. Maybe that's fine. Okay, we have spree, whatever. Still no money. Not good. We can do credit DZ pre-install chromatophores, and then that will put us on 7 cards. We install the Gachapon for free. I mean, maybe? We're running out of card draw. And these gachapons are really useful. They look at the top 6. Yeah, I don't got one. You know how much I love DZ. Well, that was last turn's problem. This is a new DZ. All right, ADT is pretty bad. Is the money in the deck 4 gambles and 1 stowaway? It's 3 creatives, 1 gamble, and a stowaway. It's very little money. So now she's looking at the top 5. It's a Sleipnir, so that's fine. Cyber Trooper Talud deals with that for free. And Lucy is not jamming their mode server, but as soon as next turn, we could be dead. All right, so we could catch up on here. We can look for programs or virtuals. What's left in the deck? 4 gambles, like I said. Okay, I see where you're getting at. Can I check my deck? We're located. I'm going to see if we can just search our deck and shuffle. Like, I just want to look at our deck to see what we can get here. Okay. So if we crack this, the Gachapon immediately, what's left in the deck? Gachapon can only start programs and virtuals. We have the MU. So we could get the Oiler, which is bad. Heap hand, stack hand, grip hand, RWS hand, RWS handed. Yeah, we can always get these in the bin, of course. So do we start comboing now? No, because we don't have the Oiler. Like, we need the Oiler to combo. So there's no reason for us to fire the Gachapon on her turn unless we need the DZ. But if we fire the Gachapon on our turn and find the thing, we actually could combo here. Yeah, we could combo. Thinking. Fish for the Oiler on your turn. Yeah, if we hit the Oiler, I think we do just combo here. I don't think we're going to need the spree on this turn. Oh, we have a Muse. Don't forget the shuffle. Oh my god, so true. Didn't realize the Muse is on top. But yeah, we should have shuffled. But I didn't know the Muse is on top. Yeah, we should have shuffled first. It doesn't matter. This is not particularly good for us. So yeah, now we want to hit the Gachapon. If we hit it, we can get the Oiler down. Okay, so now we have to think this through. So if we grab the Oiler, it's at 4 strength. The only ice we can't break for free here is if it's a Brawn, or maybe, no, a Hagen would be fine, right? And then we would, if it is, we have to bring the Simulchip in for the other thing. We also have to Simulchip in for the, what's it called, for the Conduit, which costs us 1. However, on the turn that Into Groove is played, it's a bit cheaper. It's actually pretty fun content seeing a non-expert tackle the deck. I'm glad you're doing this. Yeah, it's interesting. It's like, I know what it's meant to do. I just don't know the priorities, like what everything is worth. But like, you see how the cards work together. I think we almost have the combo. I'm worried we're a couple credits short. I don't know if we can do this from 0 credits. If one of our Simulchips is for the, what's it called, for the Conduit, and the other Simulchip has to pull, like worst case scenario, has to pull the Monkey Wrench, we don't get the stowaway. Brown is free, yeah, for sure. Like, that's the thing. Is like, that means one of our Simulchips for the Conduit, some of the Simulchip is for stowaway. The cool thing too, though, or sorry, for Monkey Wrench, is that when we Simulchip in the Monkey Wrench, it gives us a credit, and then we can Simulchip in for the Conduit, and then we actually have a credit. Yeah, probably not. I just want to know if I can. Like, if Gacha hits the thing, I might just go. Do you have to install Gachapon? You may install. No, you don't. Yeah, I don't think we have to do it this turn. I could see us like drawing once and then just clicking for 3 credits. We're probably actually drawing twice and clicking for credits. If Gacha hits Oiler, you have 100%, but there's no reason to take this risk. Jaja, click for 2. I think that's what it is, but I don't know what we're doing for this Muse. Okay, that's fine to have. That's useless. Okay. So we had to discard some cards. If we install the Pichachon, it's free. We could install it in the Sleipnir. Lucy could trash it. That means we're down a Simulchip. I don't know if I love that. Like, I don't know if we were meant to do that. Like, the Sure Gamble would definitely throwing out. The Katurga gets an Illumination back, which is pretty good. Oncom Token is kind of not shit. Hey, Impish, I would be surprised if that's the case, but I want to play Oncom, but then, like, you don't want to play Token with too many events. I'm assuming you can just play a different Anarch and it'll be better. Yeah, maybe we just install the Pichachon here for free. I don't know if she'll trash the Sleipnir. You really want to Muse in the bin, by the way, to let your Simulchips install from hand? We don't actually need that on this board state, but yeah, that's a thing that you can do is muse from hand, but our Peach Echelons are totally fine. Yeah, we see you back in chat. I got this. I think I am going to install it. Like if she trashes the Sleipnir, it's not good for us. Then we just discard Muse and not install anything. I could see that being the case. I don't know if I need the DZ dollar here. This might not be correct. Discarding the Muse is fine. It's not very useful in our hand here. All right, Lucy's playing very much like she's allowing us to do this, which is like respect. Generally, we'll do more of a fight. Yeah, I think pitch Muse was fine, but we didn't get punished, which is good. If we got punished, it'd be bad. Okay. So I think I put the Muse on the thing. No, because if we whiff, which we whiff like 40% of the time. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna. I just don't know if we put anything on read write share or not. The Katurga is good. The Muse is good. The Katurga I want to play. It's another Illumination. It's pretty good. Google love what's your penal servitude? Thinking. Yeah, I think we need this because if we whiff on the Oiler, we lose the game. So I think we have to hold on to this. I could see us getting rid of the Katurga and then just drawing it. Yeah, we'll just draw it off the read-write share. Which we have to crack this read-write share first, which, yeah, that's not that great. This one's not that good, though. But I think we can draw through our deck. I don't know if this is worth it. It makes it more consistent that we hit our thing. I'll try it. I'm not sure if this is right. Okay, so we're going to hit the Gachapon. In theory, if we lose anyways. So we're going to in the groove first because it could fire off the Gachapon. So now this is huge. This is like a current. For the rest of the turn, whenever we install a card, we can gain a credit or draw a card. So we'll Gachapon. Oh, actually won't fire on this because it's Oiler is free. So never mind. That was not worth doing. So we found the Oiler. Oh yeah, it doesn't care. It doesn't care about actual pay costs. It's a like printed cost. Yeah, print install cost. Okay, so what's left in our stack? Our stack is garbage. We'll have to draw through it at some point because we're gonna have to get these cards. So we will shuffle this. So how much money do we need? I don't think we actually need any money anymore. Money should be free, so we're just gonna draw cards. Okay, 3 cards to shuffle back. I guess a Hush. I guess a Chromatophores. I guess a Simulchip. These are removed from the game. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, you always need 2 credit safety? No, I got the Monkey Wrench. Okay, and now we just Illumination. We can crack the read-write share at this point. We have 5 more cards. We should crack this read-write share. We should just destroy this because we want to draw more Illuminations, yeah. So we'll shuffle these into our deck. These ones we don't care about. We're probably never going to shuffle these back. And so we'll just Illumination R&D to start the turn. I think. I'm going to make one mistake and the whole thing's going to break, but we've done okay so far. All right, so now this is the thing. Sleipnir is a code gate. We break it for free. So we've now made a free click. Sorry, it's even. We want Katurga for the 4th Illumination. Yeah, you're right. We do trash this. You're right. We'll get the other Illuminations first, though, obviously. So let's see how bad this could be for us. Lucy's not rezzing, which makes sense because it's probably free. Don't forget to get a Peach Echelon back. Now... Huh? Wait, what do you mean? If there's a virus in the remote, you have to play slightly differently, and we're not. If there's a virus in the remote server, we have to play slightly differently. You also technically are meant to play around a virus in R&D by only making 1 big run, but that loses to a virus in remote. So I don't know if you're meant to do it. Need to hush the inner ice so you don't get owned by Fleiswater. Oh, so true. Yeah, you're right. We have to play around that. We want to crack the secondary at the bottom of the deck. What? Conduit? Yeah, we're gonna grab it off of this, I think. So where's our Hush? Wait, we don't have a Hush yet. That's fine. We'll get it sooner than later. So we have to do Simulchip. We've already trashed something, so we'll get Conduit. We'll draw a card. We have the Hush in hand, so we can install it. We don't need to get the Stowaway here because I don't think we need money. I don't think I need the money. I guess I do for Ashen, huh? Yeah, maybe we do need the stowaway credits here for Ashen. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we'll get the stowaway. Our MU is full, but we can always trash this read-write share. We'll put it on the res sleepner so there's no shenanigans. And now on the successful run, Spin Doctor shuffling back an unseen card, so Mavirus could be in there. And so now we'll get our stowaway, and now we can install cards. And each card installed here will draw a card. So we'll put a Pichichon here. Insufficient MU? Well, that's bad. Wait, do we not have enough MU for this combo? Hey, did we goof this? Yeah, hold on. We need to trash this first. You're right. How do this is a hard one to fix. But I want to install 3 programs here, so we're gonna be over MU anyways. I guess we install the Gachapon? Yeah. Yeah, we might need one more MU card. We'll find one though. There's an MU card in our deck, I'm pretty sure. We'll find it at some point during the combo. I'm not stressed. You're stressed. I'm not stressed. You're stressed. You don't need Hush yet. Yeah, but I guess, are we installing the Gachapon? I guess it draws a card. Why not? Yeah. The ships are used for utility, Trojans, and Conduit. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Conduit. Conduit. Why do I not have money? Why did I have money last time? But I was able to do this in this order last time. What did I fuck up? I just have to go get the thing first. But why didn't you paid for the ice? I paid for the ice. Yep. So true. That's it. Canceling the cruise. I paid to break. That's why. Yeah. Because in theory, we could have got out of 0 credits. We just have to install the stowaway first, and then it triggers the card draw. But I don't know why we ended up breaking this for money. Yeah, okay. It should have been free. Okay. Yeah, I figured that one out. Okay, so we're gonna do Conduit. We're gonna do draw card. So we drew a different card, whatever. We're gonna do Stowaway. We drew a different card. Breach Server. Shut up. This is why the turns take so long. Because in competitive play, this happens all the time. This just happens. You have to just keep doing it back because you keep accidentally hitting the break button. That's the issue, right? That's the problem. Now it makes sense why they say it is a 25-minute turn. It's because all the buttons, and then you just forget to play Illumination. Okay, so we're not gonna touch the 5/3 that's in the deck. So we're gonna put back a Conduit. We'll draw a card. We're gonna simulchip for the Stowaway just to make some money. We'll host it here. All right, Breach Server. Stowaway, Illumination. Okay, we'll install the Pichichon on the Sleipnir. We'll draw a card. We'll install a Pichichon for free on the Sleipnir. We'll draw a card. We'll install, I guess, the Gachapon. It doesn't draw a card? Oh, because it says 0 on it. Yeah, right. Game is deterministic from this point. I'm opening my deck, Lamau. Place a virus counter. Okay. So what do we do now? We didn't touch the thing. We were not meant to install the Gachapon. We were meant to install the Chromatophore so we draw a card, right? I made a misplay. Because we could brick here. We could brick. Do I just hit the Gachapon? I think I was meant to install the Chromatophores just to draw a card. 19 con encounters to win, I believe in you. But the remote revire. Misplay the deck? I mean, run it again? Yeah, we're gonna get 3 clicks. Is that good enough? What happens if I hit the Gachapon? I'm just gonna run it. Chat wants me to run it again. I want to hit the Gachapon button. Because this doesn't install cards. So we're getting 3 clicks, and then these get added back to your hand, right? That's what they do. So we can install one to draw a card. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. That makes sense. You have no MU for the Gatch until no, we had we had no MU. You're right. We had no MU. Hedge fund. It's not going to matter that we didn't run with conduits. It's literally not going to matter. Don't stress yourself about it. Worth it. Is this worth it? Actually, no. It's better in a click, which is really funny. Okay, now it's worth it. Like, in theory, if there's a virus, you're not meant to run with the conduit button. I'm just going to do it, though. Look at what's in your deck. Yeah. No, it can get the hush if we're not unlucky, but we have an MU issue. So we'll do it eventually. Yeah, we will do it. We need to thin the deck. Yeah, we can illumination now. I want illumination when they're back in our hand. Oh, you're right. We can just do it now because they'll come back in our hand. Ah, neat. Neat. Okay. And then we can still fire the Gachapon in the same turn. All right, so because these add back to your hand, we always have an illumination target. So we're going to draw our deck anyways, so we can just remove cards from the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and Gachapon here just to get cards out of the deck. So we have to install the Hush, which draws a card. Then we have to shuffle Ashen, Katurga, and I think the T400 is more important. Actually, I don't even know if we need the T400 unless we have to play around specifically this being a thing. Simulchip is not super useful here. I'm going for the T400. Removing T400 is a punt? Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, we took it just in case. Yeah, no punts. Stowaway, Illumination, Peach of Shaw. Draw a card. We actually don't have, no, we should draw our deck. We have a Katurga and let on the Ashen. We install a Peach of Shaw. We draw a card. We install, imagine doing this on Janehead Casual. Oh my God, I would be so embarrassed. Insufficient MU? That's okay. We don't need the conduit. I'm kidding. We don't need the Hush probably. Oh, that's actually bad. Yeah, we could have used the MU. It's fine. Draw a card. Okay. Hedge fund. Wasn't a conduit run. I wasn't scared. We can do a Katurga here for illumination. Just kidding. We can do an illumination. Gain a click. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I'm good. Yep. Yeah, for sure. So we'll do Stowaway. We'll install T. Gain a credit this time because we ran out of cards. We do want to Ashen as soon as we've dumped our hand to value because the Ashen is good. Gain a credit. Gain a credit. Hedge fund. Sick. Okay. Everything is free. The Stowaway required, it is, because we need to play the Ashen and we're gonna play the Katurga. Like, we actually do need a modicum of credits. It's not a lot. I think we Katurga here. I don't know the order that you're meant to do Katurga into Peach of Shaw. Katurga Illumination next. Yeah. Do I install the Peacha? I guess it's free. Yeah, I guess it's just free because you spend a click to gain a click. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it does nothing. It functionally does nothing. It just gives you more clicks at the end game screen, which is like kind of worth pursuing. Yep. I don't see how this adds up to 19 clicks, to be honest, because we're gonna do it all again after we Ashen, and then ideally play 3 more illuminations. That's the hope. When these are in your hand, well, it doesn't matter where they are. No, you get them installed and then you Ashen, of course. He's figured it out. Okay, we get an illumination. Hedge fund. Do we actually have to play the illumination without? No, that's. Are we actually spending a click on this run? That's embarrassing. We also can, like, technically what's really cool is if you're failed here, is that you can, yeah, for sure. You can run the remote server by just like spraying into the remote server. Hey, Laura. I mean, when you got a deck that can maximize numbers, we're number maxing. We also can use these credits just to like trash cards in our DNC deeper. Or loose to a virus. I forget which one. Why didn't I install that? Why didn't I install the last time illumination? Did I hit no? I think I hit no. Cannot believe this nonsense is theorycrafted from 100 plus flip. Dewey is real. Yeah, I hit done. Yeah, that was on me. So stowaway, illumination. No. Gain a credit. Yeah, you're right. I hit the big done button. It was like right there. Okay. So at this point, we want to Ashen. Yeah. Because there's no reason playing any of these cards. And now we just don't want to remove illuminations from the game. We removed nothing. One illumination, actually. So not the best. Yeah, not the best Ashen. Yeah. So that's not amazing. So we just run this to bounce these back to hand because when we install them, they're credit neutral. Yeah, we just get these back in our hand because then we install them and we just draw through a deck. And then we have a Katurga and 2 more illuminations, so we can do it a couple more times. So hopefully you understand the combo. That's good, but it's only good with the other card first. That doesn't get us anything. Should this deck not have 2 conduits? Draw a card. Okay, bad. But we can just do it again. Not good. We actually might brick. Maximum Daily Clips is also on Praxis or Kurhanic because it's just more runs. Wait, it's actually a combo deck? Oh, yeah, because in Daywee, you can get Daywee to fire multiple times in the same turn somehow. That's kind of sick. We also could have put a Hush on this before we shuffled, which would have been fine. Oh, that could have been a Conduit run. Sorry, that should have been a Conduit run. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's no reason for that not to be a Conduit run. It plays around Mavirus in a weird way. Like if there's a Mavirus in the deck, technically seeing one big run for 18 is better than 1/7. Yeah, but for what it's worth, yeah, that should be, technically this might be wrong. If there's a Mavirus in R&D, you want to make one big run, not 2 runs. So yeah, don't Conduit might be correct, but Lucy's telling us that we can Conduit here. But it actually might not be right to Conduit. The reason to Conduit though is we can see trashables. And if we see trashables, we can trash them because we actually don't need money anymore. That's not a lot of trashables. Okay. Oh, it's not going good. It's not going good, gang. It is not going our way. Nope. And this is why you have to play out a 25-minute turn because you could just whiff. We'll probably be fine. Predictive, nice, seamless. Okay. 2 illuminations and a Katurga. We have the Katurga in hand. This is better. Okay, we have one. So we still install the Peach of Chance normally and then we run. We'll be fine. Oh, you're right. I forget that I can illumination when they're on the table. I totally forget that you can play them because they bounce back into hand. I'm like, I want to play them when they're in my hand. Yeah, you might as well just do it now. Yeah, sure. Yeah, they bounce. Yeah, I'll get it eventually. You don't need to. Like, you technically waste a click, but it's not a big deal, I don't think. So there's one more illumination worth drawing into. There's one more illumination worth drawing into. There's one more illumination worth drawing into. So I guess we just Katurga. This is silly. This is straight nonsense. It is good nonsense. Yeah, Katurga will get us there. We're gonna draw our whole deck. Choose a card to add a ritual. It's better at drawing cards, right? We'll go in one more time. I swear to God, if this is we should have played around this being technically a purge card, because that would be sick. We could get the hush on it if we really want to. It actually probably is correct. Do we put the hush on it just so Lucy doesn't snipe us? Okay, it wasn't the last card. Stall Peach first? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I could see us putting the hush on this. It's not super impactful. Whatever. If Lucy gets us with that, I think that's going to be just really fun. So there's no point drawing anymore. How long have we been doing this turn for? And then we vamp them. All right, that's it. We've done it. We have now seen as much as we can. Just for respect. We'll just put that down there just to make it nice. Well played. I wonder if she had it. Oh my God, she might have had it. If that is the thing that purges us, we have to do this play. Because otherwise she could just purge us and it wipes the whole damn turn. So we will just put the hush down there for fun. All right, so we're seeing like 7 cards. I think the last card is Planogram, Seamless. Okay, this is new. Trash everything. Still nothing. Okay, so we could consider. We shortcut? None of my buttons. My buttons. I guess she's big, quite nice. Because we could still consider running server 1. Lose 4 clicks? No. Yeah, we should have enough money to pay for Managarm. The question is, will we lose fewer clicks to run server 1? You're all in HQ? Yeah, that's the thing is like at this point, if I'm whiffing this much, I'd actually run HQ in server 1. I might not actually do this. She says that she knows that we win off of this, but I'll be honest, I might not do that. I might run server 1 because there's definitely an agenda in there. And then, well, we lose the game if we don't win this turn. So I started hitting HQ. But I think she's telling us to do this, so we're just going to do it. But I don't know if actually I would have done this. I would have maybe ran like... Because we can contest the remote server. So I guess we're going to run R&D, run server 1. Excuse me. You can't lose this turn. We see 2 Seamless and R&D. Oh, is that true? Yeah, you're right. I've just been seeing agendas. Yeah, if we see 2, we're okay. Need a way to move Chromatophores to contest remote? Yeah, we have the spree in hand, so we can just spree the table. Spree solves all problems. Nice. GG. All right, so that was turn 7, but the game did take 38 minutes. Notably, we flubbed it a fair bit, and we gained 62 clicks. Our corporation only took 21. Yeah, that's Magic Woman. Yep. Yeah, that'll do it. Now, Lucy could have done more to stop this, like putting an Anoetic Void on R&D makes it slightly more challenging. Defensive upgrades. Putting the right ice on R&D could matter. Was it a Fly Swatter? Combo turn started 18 minutes ago, and we did a bad job. Yeah, still within time of the round is perfect. It was a drafter. Okay, so she doesn't have the Fly Swatter there, but I will play around the Fly Swatter because that actually does lose the game. Yeah, that would have been really, really bad. That would have been so cool, Lucy. With mad respect, it was a Fly Swatter. I'll put down the hush for a click for sure. But yeah, that's what this deck can do. And like, as you can see, particularly if it's only about points and rushing their remote server, you can go fast. Like we did combo off on turn 7, which is like not super slow. I don't know if we had the best draw. Obviously, we're not experts at this. Obviously, everyone's helping me get here. But that's the idea of what the deck can do. There are some weird issues that it can't deal with, but like, yeah, there's also, if you're a bit more proactive as a corporation, if you have a virus, it's not unbeatable. That's of course the case. Turn 7's around average for the deck. I could believe it. Yeah. 6 to 9's normal range. Yeah. 9, I'm dead. I'm dead on 9 against PD rushing. And like, I don't even know. So Lucy also like iced HQ, which if you ask me, you don't do that. If you know you're playing against it, and the problem is like technically you could be playing against any Maggie, but like I would only ice the remote server unless I have hot ice for R&D, and then I put hot ice on R&D. Yeah. Plus one R&D slows the deck down or would it ruin the combo? It depends. If you pre-hush it, which we would have done because we knew where the Sleipnir was. The only ice that gets us is this. So if we had another MU card, which we were not good at prioritizing MU cards, we would have put the hush down on our first cycle through the deck, because Lucy in theory could have also just rezzed the hush when this was a conduit at 7, which was, you don't need a purge conduit 18. You could have purged conduit 7 and we probably would have lost the game. Yeah. So how many conduit counters do you lose if you have to farm clicks on a different server? Do you lose half of them? I think you lose much less than half of them. But in theory, if also they don't ice R&D, you just get like, obviously conduit runs, but you do lose every illumination you play. So you lose like 8 clicks. That might matter. I could see that mattering. We're trying to figure out how long could a regular Maggie pretend to be magic? I don't think that long. It's like there's certain cards that you install where it kind of really makes it obvious. Firstly, you don't see breakers, you see chromatophores, you see stowaway, you see cyber trooper. I don't think you have to play super corridor, but the hand size is meant to help. It was okay. It's 2/3 as efficient. Yeah, I think not icing RD actually does hurt, but you could probably still win. Like you're still a conduit deck that makes a lot of clicks. You just have to get more lucky. Yeah. Thanks so much, Lucy. Thanks so much for helping out. I think she can hear for helping out, eh? But that's the list. If you want to see more about it, again, Dull Bulb has been playing it in paper. You can watch that. It was streamed on Kaka Rainbow. But yeah, glad you got to showcase the deck. Yeah, thanks for being a good sport. Hey, cheers. But that's what this list is. Again, tune in tomorrow to see if the ban list team needs to do something about this. Maybe tomorrow morning there's no changes. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Cool. That's that. Let's do some news really quickly, I reckon. And then we'll try and, I want to play some Baz tonight. How hard is it to pilot? Between a 1 and a 10, I think it's definitely a 7 to 8. I think what you're like, you need to understand what the corporation's going to do in their cards. The combo itself might be unintuitive, but I don't think it's that complicated. I think the complicated thing about the deck is like understanding which pieces you're going to need, which pieces you have access to at any point in time with things like Gachapon, the cards you keep on the read-write chair. It is something that I think will be much harder to play in person for a couple different reasons. But I don't think this is the hardest deck I've ever seen in Netrunner. But it is weird. It's definitely weird. I think the first match is 7 to 8, but you can quickly bring it down to 5. Yeah, that's the thing is like, I think you can shortcut this to a point where it's not like, it's still going to be a burden on organized play, let's be honest. But I don't think this has to be that difficult. I think if you like the more you play this, the more you shortcut it, where you understand how you're meant to set up. You understand, okay, 2 ice requires this. I need to get this in the bin, this here. And then you can just autopilot through it. I think this deck actually autopilots relatively well. Like we weren't making meaningful decisions for the last 10 minutes of the game. I think JNet's harder than in person. The JNet clicking's a lot. That might be true. And I did misclick a couple times, which cost seconds. Piloting into opponents that are trying to thwart you, it's a hard combo line to find that's like a 7-10. Yeah, if your opponent's like going fast, yeah, they're playing op, they're playing assets that are hurting you in different ways, like that's an issue. It's like understanding how to balance the combo with not losing to the table. And like, I think Dullbulb was saying specifically, like, you can trash maybe one thing. Like if they have an uniced cohort, you can trash that, but you can't really play their game. So that's going to be a problem for sure. Is it possible to deterministically determine how deep you get into R&D after your combo starts to shortcut the game? No, because you don't know if they're on a virus. If Lucy had a virus here, we lose the game. I think that's very important. If Lucy has a virus in server 1, we lose the game. If there's a fly swatter we can't respect, if there's a virus in R&D, we lose the game. Let alone the agendas. Yeah, I don't know. In theory, you could shortcut it, but like also we in theory could have messed up. I don't think it's actually that possible. If our illuminations were the bottom 2 cards of R&D, we might have been cooked. Like there might have been no way out of it. But we had to find one illumination, and finding one illumination opens up so much. And then we found the Katurga. But technically also the deck can whiff after you Ashen. It's quite possible. I don't know what this deck does if they start hitting you with Bladderwort FUD in the first. No, me neither. Like they put a Revanchulate, they score a Crypto Crash. You don't have a lot of money, but like, yeah, they put a FUD behind ice or a Bladderwort behind ice. I think you lose, or you just have to combo quickly and hope that it gets there. You might Ashen no combo pieces and never need to install draw. Yeah, that too. You could also just like Ashen and get everything in your hand. Your hand could be Illumination, Katurga, and then you're good to go. Or you could remove all of this from the game and also just lose on the spot. So like, that's the problem, is you actually do have to play it out. So yeah, it's a mix of the corpse decks, and a mix of your deck means that you actually do have to play it. But doesn't do anything because it says the first time each turn. Anything that says the first time each turn does nothing on the combo turn. No, but it's more so them hitting the pieces out of your hand while they're disrupting you. Right? Like if they score an Obakata with a FUT and do 5 damage to your hand, I'm assuming that can brick the combo or make the combo so much worse. I'm not talking about dying, and that's also a big reason why like snare and stuff like that matters. But again, we ended the game with 20 cards in hand. Like that's not the end of the world. It's more so about them proactively hurting you. That's what I'm more concerned about. You put your combo piece on the RWS so they're safe to damage. Oh yeah, that's fair. I could see that. I can still see it being a problem though. It definitely isn't the easiest thing. But yeah, maybe Revanchelet's more annoying. SDS is probably not that big of an issue if it's scored proactively. A Zef could be annoying. FUT doesn't matter though because you're not stealing agendas unless they're on top of the deck. Yeah, no, I meant if they're scoring, which like maybe you have RWS and all your combo pieces are safe. I don't know. I'm not sure because some of your combo pieces have to be in hand, right? Yeah, that's a big thing too. Is like I don't know if it was right to touch cards with Conduit. And technically, it seemed like we had to because we trashed cards to see more cards. But if we hit a Mavirus like 9 cards down, we're cooked. Like the game is over. Just play Mavirus. I thought Crypto Revanchelet in person, it was rough. Yeah, yeah, it's bad. But like we never had more than 5 credits. So like maybe it buys you a turn. I don't see it losing the game on the spot. I've lost magic combo to top deck bite, pain and suffering. Yeah, I guess on your first axis, if the top card is a bite and you lose your illumination in the hand, the game is over. So like, I guess you play it out. Yeah. If this deck is 7 or 8, what is harder? Some CI combo decks I remember being harder, but I also probably was younger. I think playing well Virus Max back in the day was more difficult than this, because there's way more moving pieces and it was about playing the matchup accurately, more so than just like doing a combo. Admittedly, a lot of the other combo shaper decks are not that hard to play comparatively. I think like playing an Eternal right now, like World Tree Woo, where you have like a 100-card Woo deck, or even just like old World Tree decks probably were a bit more difficult. But it was more about because you were a toolbox all the time. I'm not 100% sure. Tattoo Bola, yeah, you just hush the Tattoo Bola. There's very little ice that actually cooks you, right? The only ice that gets annoying is ice that's over 7 strength, because then you're actually spending credits and then you actually have to manage your economy. But at the end of the day, like we have Monkey Wrench. So ice gets -2 or -1 strength. And so we break all 5 ice or less. If this was a Brawn, we have to put the Monkey Wrench on it, which that is one of the ways we can get punished because we did not prioritize putting our MU cards down because I don't like installing MU cards. But yeah, like 7 strength could be a problem. You have to like pre-hush Stavka. If I'm not mistaken, a Stavka, once it's rezzed and you hush it, it will still have 7 strength. Correct me if I'm wrong in chat. Yeah, that could be a problem. I'm like, this game needs a magnet at this point. Like, it's wild to not have a magnet. Like, maybe it's the techiest of tech cards, but I'm so surprised I miss magnet. Shout out to the original magnet art, which I have a very fond feeling for. World Tree was the most fun headache I ever had because you have to manage to make runs and find the right tools to interact with Corp. Yeah, it's cool. It's really, really interesting. A lot of shuffling though, that's for sure. Yeah, the closest we have to magnet is Boomy, and it's annoying. It just means you spend a simul chip. It's like fine. As long as you don't need more simul chips. And again, you can still do the combo on 1 fewer simul chip, I imagine. You just have to like get a simul chip back. Anywho, I miss Magnet so much now that Ob has EH. Yeah, Event Horizon for Magnet would be sick. Oh my god, that'd be good. Boomy's Magnet at home. I mean, Boomy's a good card. It's just like not Magnet. Like there's just no card in the format that hates on Trojans besides Boomy. And Boomy is like not going to solve your problems. You can simul chip things off of Magnet. Yeah. But it's good. Well, you can't really because you probably trash a read-write share, so you can't trash things for fun. I guess you have to install a card to trash the card, and then yeah, you could do it. You can make it do it. I mean, doesn't Magnet do the same thing? It just requires chip. I don't know. I mean, BC for Magnet wasn't that good in the time, in my opinion. I mean, it was nice to have a 3-cost code gate that had like good text into the matchup. I would play it right now if we could, I think. Trashing a Trojan and trading for a simul chip with Boomy seems better to me. I haven't seen a lot of Boomy in Up decks. I don't know, Beeblem, if you've been playing it, but I've seen no Boomy in Up. But I do think that there's too many sentries, maybe. Yeah, just play your Abshar, Kolav, and be happy. Cool. All right, let's just do some news really quickly, and then we'll just play some Baz. I think that's what we wanted to do. So again, at the top, we've already talked about it, the ABR page. Did I close it? The ABR page, the beautiful ABR page for the upcoming Montreal districts. We'll see you there. That is in just a weekend and a bit. You can buy your tickets up right now. Please buy your tickets early if you're going. It just helps me know how many people are there, so I can bring each and every one of you an individual treat. Okay, the next thing is there's 2 prize supports being announced. First, we have the Mega City prizing. This is sick. It is a prize support. Firstly, we get a playmat. This is Methuselah. Really nice playmat. It's very like open and calm and plain, and I like that a fair bit. And I'm not running a Mega City, so if I want one, I have to win one. Great. There's also a ping, which is the participation-esque prize, the easier to get prize, which this is an Ed Mancinian. Which, did Ed Mancini do the original ping? I'm assuming he did. Seems like a card Ed Mancini would do art for. Oh, really? That's how you want to do it? No, it was Bruno Belixa. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. It's a bit more Bruno style. But yeah, that's sick. And then there's a Devil Charm, which that means it's going to get banned, right? It's a Cy Sweetman. Devil Charm has pretty striking art, honestly, from Ashes for where it came from. It's good art. I don't love all the Ashes art. I do like the Devil Charm art. This Devil Charm is sick. I want to see this in higher detail because I've no doubt it has a lot of interesting detail work. But that is the Mega City Championship, which a lot of these dates are already announced. So those are usually 1 to 3 in your country, depending on the size. You also can get business as usual alt arts, which those were from Worlds a couple years ago. I am missing my copy of that. That's sick. They're quite nice. Valenchau's a good code gate. Valenchau's a good code gate. Yeah. It only gets banned if you make an alt art of it for a Montreal event. Oh shit. Scatterfield. Yeah, that'll happen for sure. Also, people can just run through Valenchau if they do their math. It's hard to do the math. I think you'll probably have more money than them as a corporation. They're not making you res anything. Check DMs. You want a better pick of charm. Ooh, Stwide. Thank you. Stwide has the deets. 1 second. Let me open up Discord. Oh, it is good. It is quite good. It's nice. Yeah, shit, that's nice. There's like the break in case of hammer. You got something in that sort of shape. Yeah, this is great. Even the reflection off of the curved glass is like really quite fun. And then of course like the skull console in the center. That's dope. Cy Sweetman, last card Cy Sweetman I think notably did is Tungsten Taylor. Maybe Cy actually did a couple cards in the last set, but that's really, really fun. YouTube compression's having a bad time. I mean, 1080p, please. It's nice. It looks really quite nice. I like that. It's also wild because there's like a liquid in this container, but it is like incredibly clear. And there's scratch marks at the top of the glass too, as sharp as this object is. Yeah, that's awesome. Really, really quite cool. Thanks, Slide. Okay, other stuff. Game night kits. Yo, the game night kits have been really good. Cy also did Touchstone. Oh, of course. Touchstone also has phenomenal art. I wonder what color we can debate about this art. So the game night kit for 2026 Q2 is out. You can buy it. I think you can buy it. Maybe not in the States. I know in Canada you can. You do have to watch out on the NSG store. The game night kits are not organized in any way. I don't think they're organized in the way you'd expect. So it's like 2024 game night kits come up first, and then the game night kit. Oh no, this looks better. But when I looked at something and it didn't come up in the right order, but it's down here. So it's not in the order of newest first. It's actually oldest first. Whatever. You can grab them. I'm going to be grabbing one of these. The game night kits have just been like really, really good. And as cool as like alt arts are, also full arts are sick. And these are 2 really good choices. I think this is a great art to see in full arts, and they're cards that see a very consistent amount of play. Shout out to this game night kit and the last game night kit, just like banger choices for cards. So that's awesome. Really, really into that for sure. Another Shaper GNK. I mean, it's good. It's sick. Also, there's a weekend if you are coming to, this is in the United States. This is in New York. This is the New York districts. It's this weekend. There's some cool prize support. I won't be going there because it's relatively far away, but it will be streamed. And why I'm shouting this out is it'll be streamed this Saturday if you want to watch. It'll be streamed on the channel that the districts have been streamed before. This is a venue in New York that does like a lot of esports and online stuff. Kato, she's going to be doing the streaming, and I'll be joining for some commentary. It starts at around noon on Saturday. I'll have the link to this in the description, but it's twitch.tv/OS_operating system. And so if you want to watch that event, it'll be up. Kato, as you might know, does phenomenal streams. Kato did the streams for Worlds last year, just kind of the best. So that's awesome. I'm assuming Laura is going to be there. There's going to be great play. And you can see this Magistrate Revanchulet, which is credited to, there's a name at the bottom, Chris Kindred. Really cool art. I like that style a heck of a lot, with a New York City District Prize badge, and you're allowed to commission something as a one-off for the winner. And so I believe this art got commissioned just for a playmat for one person, which is buck wild because that's quite a nice playmat for New York City 2026. So if you're there, have fun. Otherwise, if you want to watch it online, we'll be joining on Saturday. That's gonna be quite sick. Last thing I want to shout out really quickly. So firstly, on this channel, we'll have up the tier list on the corporation side for Vantage Point. It's been a long time coming. Monday morning. Tomorrow morning, there'll be a video because we're looking for a new ban list to come out Friday morning. Whether there's no changes or not, I can't tell you, but there is a video scheduled for tomorrow morning. So there's going to be Metropole Grid content on Friday and on Monday. And of course, on the weekend, we're doing streaming. So we've been quite busy. On top of that, if you are playing Arkham Horror, we did some Arkham Horror streaming on this channel just a couple weeks ago for April Fools. And it looks like the new investigator packs might be coming out tomorrow, which means there's a whole bunch of new Arkham stuff coming out. And if that's the case, and I have the Arkham content tomorrow, I will be doing a Velma Diner stream, the first Velma's Diner stream in maybe tomorrow, maybe on Saturday, maybe on Sunday. We'll figure it out. But if you want to see Arkham content, this channel is very small. It has done no content so far. I'll put the link in the description. It's at Velma's Diner on YouTube. But if you want to see more Arkham core content, that can be as soon as tomorrow night if things are good. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, let's do a quick recap. VP tier list on Velma's Diner. Let's go. How long do you think you can stretch a video on no changes? Easily 10 minutes. And it's more so like talking about, because even if the article says no changes, the article will say like, this is the things that we considered and this is why we did something. So I have no doubt on no changes, the video could be 10 to 15 minutes. No problem. No problem. Velma's Diner lives. Yeah, we did I was really happy with the Arkham content that we put out. Oh, actually, this is going to get deep nerdery. I was really happy with the Arkham content that we did for April Fools. And so I have the rig and the system and I've uploaded all the cards. So it's really easy to do now. The one thing that I recently figured out is OBS CMD. So I pull up my card art using a batch script on Windows. And so basically I just have my terminal up and I'm writing up card names and I'm typing up card commands and commands. And that's how I change my clues and my health and what cards we pull up. And I do this also for Marvel Champions. I spent a lot of time on it and I really like the workflow. It's very low tech, but it works really well for me. It's the same thing I do for Tabletop Netrunner when we do it in this space. What I just found out the other day is that there's this OBS CMD, which is basically a plugin that allows you to control OBS through your command line, which means I can actually now control OBS through my batch script, which is sick. Because if I want to change scenes or do effects or filters, I can actually now do that through the command line, the same program that I use or the script that I use for everything else, which is awesome. Yeah, Jeff, if you don't know, check this out. It's really smooth. It's super easy. I did some tests on my work computer because I use OBS at work as well. And it's awesome. It works really, 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 really well. So anyways, I'm excited to set this up for Arkham so that I can have 2 players and change the stats and move things around. It'll be fun. I'll spend a lot of time doing it. I wrote a mini web app to let me pull up cards on OBS. Yo, let's go. Let me search cards with a fuzzy search. I use some proxy NRI and summons them. Need to. Yeah, Eric, you might like this too, but I don't know if you use CLI for card pull-ups the way I do. I know you have your own system. Cool. All right. So now we're doing the meta-analysis. Excuse me. I was very excited to talk about the CLI stuff. So this is just for the last weekend, which there's a bunch of districts. Obviously, district season is coming to a close in 2 weekends. See you in Montreal. And the runner win rate and corp win rate is still where you expect it to be. I haven't looked at the data. My guess is that the corporation win rate is going to be centered around op almost entirely, and then probably Melias, PD, stuff like that. On the runner side, I'm still pretty sure we're going to have exactly like last week, where there's only one deck that has above 50% win rate, which if the runner win rate on average is 40%, Seb will be about 60, and every other runner will struggle to hit 50. Whether that's good or not, whether they'll be addressed tomorrow, we'll all find out together, but that's my guess. I don't know if we're going to see drastic changes between last week and the week before, which we pulled up on stream. And this is what you're expecting. I think we're seeing more op this time around. It wasn't too many events last week, and I don't think, I don't know how many events this is 17 tournaments. So that's not bad. And Melias is being the most popular by a mile. Vic having a 40% win rate and being so popular is making his win rate number a bit fake to me. Yeah, I think it's hitting the sort of like problems with, what's her face that we saw, Sable, where because he's so popular, the win rate generally goes down a fair bit. As needs to start playing Talud and DreamNet just to put Vic out of his misery. I am so not into Vic modernly. Trying to bulletproof the card recognizer. Oh yeah, I saw it crash out a bit on the stream that you had with Jeff. That was a great stream. Suppose my OBS tool would not be hard. Yeah, that'd be sick. All right, corp win rates. Whoa, when you see those long numbers, those bars, that means there's not a lot of people playing the decks. So NBN in front, one Synapse player or two Synapse players, I'm assuming for the weekend, got a 78% win rate. I know, I think Game of Droids posted a Synapse list, which was just like NBN. I don't know if it was Flood the Market. I think it was Flood the Market Synapse, which is something we've played on the channel before, but basically Acid Synapse. I'm pretty sure that's what that was, but there's way too little data on this to like be really concerned about it. And then this is Bangoon, same thing. 2 players had a fantastic weekend. I'm assuming that's 2 players on a 73% win rate. Now, just like we guessed, these are probably Melias. Oh, Ayuko. Of course it's Ayuko. Yeah, Ayuko is on the top of like every leaderboard and not anyone's really playing it consistently enough. But Ayuko, 71% win rate, followed by Op, and then followed by PD. Yes. So the question is where Melias is, and I think Melias now is more the average regular deck, so it's probably down here. Yeah, 56% win rate. That is just the average, and I do think it's the deck that the most people are reaching for modernly. It is the Panic Pilana of 2026, which is good. That's fine. That's cool. If you want to take Seb down a peg but Crim not Lou, what would you do? I know a bit more about the ban list that I can't really talk about in good faith, unfortunately. So we'll find out in about like 8 hours or whatever we expect it to be, whether it's no changes or not. But yeah, that's not super surprising. These decks are performing. What is the win rate? It's 60, 56. So yeah, better than expected. But yeah, those are the titans of the meta right now. These seem to be outliers, but there might be something to that. This is probably, what's it called? Nebula? Oh, okay. Good for them. If you willingly interpret it poorly, Synapse nearly makes 100. It really makes you think. Just trying with this bar at the top. What are you talking about? That's really funny. I don't know what that means. No, if we want to just look at the runner side really quickly, people have shifted heavily over to Lou. People are just playing Reg Lou, Reg Anarch. What website is this? People, this is Spider Bros website. It's called makers-i.com. It's kind of sick. It's kind of incredible. Followed by Vic, followed by Seb, and then Arasan is actually showing up way more than you think it would. I got roasted publicly for playing Arasan on stream and not doing a good job, which let me tell you, I'm going to now sell the story that was like psyops from the Snare Bears so that people don't play the list. Just little psyops there. But yeah, I do think the list is very, very good, but it is hard to pilot. But I'm surprised that many people are bringing out to events comparatively. But Lou makes sense. This is actually really big for Seb. Usually Seb is like one of the best decks in the format, but it's usually like in terms of representation down here because people are just not brave enough to play Seb because Seb is a bit of a different thing. It takes time to learn. Maybe brave is like a bit of a shitty take, but you know what I mean? But this is actually the highest in terms of like percent of meta Seb players has almost ever been. Seb has never been the 3rd most represented ID, which really tells you like people are understanding if you want to win games, play Seb. And the data is going to show you that. This is Seb. Yeah. 58% win rate. Again, the runner average win rate is below 50. And just as we guessed, it's probably the only runner win rate that is above 50. Arsana is 51, actually, so technically not correct. There is, some Arsana win rates. But then, yeah, as being the top criminal, same as last week, technically. Moosely hot. I'm assuming Vic is down here with Baz, as much as there's fewer Baz games. And yeah, everyone else is just like struggling to win more than half of their games. Happy to provide public roasting for earnest content effort. No one better be downplaying Shaper this format. I mean, it looks like people are. This Arasan is the best Shaper has done in a minute. Magdalene, there's not too many games, but I've heard good stuff about Mags, that's for sure. And then I'm not sure what the Dow deck players are doing. Ari's incredible right now, but it's more work and it's still early in the card pool. It's much more work for sure. And it's also, if you botch it, it's really quite bad, which technically is the same as Seb, but yeah. This is not that different than last week. The same numbers, so like 60% Seb win rate, not the most popular deck. And I think more and more people are learning about this. So yeah, that's interesting to see how that changes. I think what's probably the most interesting, if Andre understands how to read these, is trying to figure out what deck is like has the best matchup into Seb, right? Like what corp deck can win against Seb consistently? Does anybody want to guess? Right? Like people have such strong opinions about like NBN assets into Seb being terrible. I'm not actually sure if that's the case. Seb is red here. So this is Seb, right? Versus Lou versus Vic versus Seb. Op is the best you have. 52% win rate. Andre will never look at my chart. It's at the bottom. Please scroll to the bottom because he hates me perfectly almost as much as he hates Declan. Yeah, it's Ob by a mile. It seems to be Ob. And like that is the lowest win rate Ob has on any chart, which is versus, again, the deck that is winning most things. Actually, Moose Lahad is like doing pretty well into Op too, it seems. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Lucy, this chart, I don't know how to read this. The numbers are too big or too small. I don't know how to read this. Value, identity, Markov. Oh, no, please. No, now I don't feel clever. I don't know what this chart means. Look at the op line. Line is good. Is that good? Y'all, all players got to play better into Seb SMH. Why is it only 52? Okay, all right. I don't know what these numbers mean. This is bad. I'm assuming red is panic, but like if you're playing PD into Seb, it seems like something you should not be doing. As much as that's only 15 games, who cares? Just the said Montreal too big to swallow. Hey Ken, how's it going? Lat +4 means lat is good into op. Yes. Plus number means good for runner. Negative number means bad for runner. No, bad for corp. No, it's the opposite. Wait, what? Seb PD 4 to 11. PD versus Seb. PD goes 4 to 11. I'm assuming. I don't know what this means. Can someone write what this means in the box somewhere? Yeah, it's the other way around. This is not what we think it is. This is positive number is bad. Negative number is bad. Yeah, numbers from the core perspective. So this actually means that op is beating lat. But 7 to 1 plus, I don't know what this means. I think this chart implementation could use a bit of work. I'm not going to say that because I don't know what a good chart looks like. But yeah, I don't know what this means. But it's here. It's definitely here. And there's a lot of work that went into it. I'm assuming red number bad. Red number bad. Positive number, blue means corp is gaining value. Yeah, I think folks who are saying lat eats op, like the numbers say the opposite. But it looks like actually lat is losing to both op and PD. Yeah, I don't know. Bad for someone, good for someone else. Yeah, something like that. There's a perspective switch below the chart. Yes. Yes, if you're Seb, you don't want to play into Nuvang. Oh, I've heard about this. The Seb into Nuvang matchup, that's meant to be bad for you. And yeah, I think that makes sense. The problem is all the other numbers. Oh man, lat being a Yuko because of hand size. Okay, say that we're lat. We're down here. We want to play against a Yuko. Yeah, it seems like it's good for us. Positive number good. It seems like it's good for us. That makes sense. You're good at having cards in hand. You're not the worst at assets. Yeah, this is what we were talking about, right? It's the difference. If you're playing lat, the ob matchup is like relatively bad. In fact, the worst out of this like first couple options. So yeah, don't do that apparently. I don't know. Anyways, let's look at Baz's numbers so we can learn something and then we can get upset. So Baz is bad, supposedly into op, which like Jeff is telling me the different story. Apparently good into Melias, which Jeff is telling us that story, and then not enough information. Playing Nuvang into a field that's half red cream is like thought-provoking derogatory. It doesn't seem like it's going amazingly, but like this matchup is like really, really funny. That is really well, but it's not a lot of data, so let's not worry about that. Direction equals better or worse than average win rate for each opponent. Magnitude is how much the deck matters in the meta. It's the Markov chain stuff. There's a really good article that went up on what's it called, on the Surveyor, that also Lucy helped with. It's really quite good. I guess we're building a Baz deck. It feels like it's been a minute since we built a deck on stream. We've just been too busy with other stuff. So let's go do some stuff. Yeah, the Surveyor. Runner deck. What does Baz do? So Baz text says, whenever an ice is rezzed, you can install a resource or hardware from your hand. You pay full cost, which I'm surprised we don't have a reminder text for that, but yeah, try me. So we just want to be face checking and installing stuff. In theory, we want to play derez cards too, because if ice is derez, that's another way to fire our ability. And then we're going to see how many free clicks we get installing some good on tempo stuff. So I haven't played Baz in a long time. I think there's some things that don't make sense to me in this chart, like Ari getting points from op, but the matchup data is worse than Seb Rayleigh Runner. I have no comment, but there's not a lot of data. Like we looked at one weekend, right? Baz is a real Texas play 3 Boomerang. We're definitely going to be playing 3 Boomerang, but the card I really want to play 3 copies of, because I haven't played it yet, is Underdome Irregulars, because this card just looks like the most fun. The idea is that when you install this, you do just draw 2 cards, and then hopefully next turn draw 4 cards. Again, this doesn't need to see the ice being rezzed, but on the end of the turn, if ice was rezzed, you either remove a tag or draw 2 cards. That seems fantastic. Notably, this is before hand size discard, which very quite sad. But yeah, you have to play around it for sure. Yay, Layla, how's it going? Did you see Fear No Evil? Oh my god, I did. We'll be talking about it on Sunday for sure, but very, very exciting reveal, as much as like it's campaign adjacent. I do think it's that campaign in it, but yeah, there's a bit of Civil War still in there, but it does look awesome. Can confirm Underdome is really fun. This card looks so much fun. I still think Underdome is the most overrated card in the set. I think Underdome perfectly encapsulates what a lot of people want from a Netrunner card. It's interesting, it's fun, it has upsides, it has counterplay. It's like such a good, cool Netrunner card. Whether it's the best card, I don't know, but I don't think it's overrated. I think it's just people are excited to play it and talk about it, right? Like it's a cool reason to play Baz. Is it good in Baz? Yeah, probably is good in Baz. I think I'm imagining it is, but yeah, well, we'll do it for sure. What else do you want to play? 3 class acts. 3 boomerangs. Boomerang is really nice. If they face check, we res, we get this. If they don't res, we don't get it. That's cool. I want to play some windows because window is a really nice way to force your ability text on Underdome regulars. It forces some D-reses. It forces Baz to fire. The question is, how many of these do you play? I'm assuming it's not a 3 of because you probably don't want it in your opening hand. So maybe we'll do 2. We also want to play all the regular stuff like transfer wealth is really good because if they res, they boomerang. If they don't res, you got to transfer wealth. The question is, oh yeah, open market for sure. The question is, what console do you play? I think there's a couple ways to think about this. One way to think about it is play Masterwork and build yourself your own AS deck. I don't think that's the case. I think we're going to end up playing more resources than hardware, so that's probably not what we're doing. Second thing is just play Hermes. Hermes is actually really mean with window of opportunity because if you de-res a piece of ice and they don't re-res it and then you get a Hermes bounce, you can eat that ice, which is kind of like really quite fun. Lastly, I do want to just bring up Penny Shaver. And the reason why I like the idea of Penny Shaver is if they don't res ice, your ability text sucks. So like this kind of forces them to be encouraged to res, which is worth something. I would play Penny Shaver if we were in a really heavy assets meta, but Hermes just feels a lot better into like a more tactical, like mid-range glacier kind of thing. You can be a bit more disruptive, which might be better against PD. I'll play this for sure. Andre making the list off the top of his head, but the other monitor just has my list open. I don't have your list open. Did you share it? Let me know how close I get because I'm definitely going to forget some stuff. You play Bravado because of course you do. If you want to be making runs anyways and making value runs, so we'll do that. You play Clean Getaway. I just searched Dirty Laundry, so that's there. We probably play 3 Sure Gambles. Card draw. I don't know. I know Jeff was playing at least 1 copy of DreamNet, and like, am I excited to play DreamNet that draws 1 card a turn because we don't have 2 link? Not really, but like it makes sense. It gives you a good reason to run. This does fall into the category of playing like Zenith Chip, and Zenith Chip is only centrals and you do take a core damage, but I could see either being like possible. I'm not really excited to play that card though. Bravado's so bad right now. I hate face checking. With 3 boomerangs, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Do you remember when he streamed the Draft League Top Cut? Yes, Darren, I think I do. I think that was really quite cool. I remember the Draft League actually being a lot of fun. The Rain City Draft League. How you doing, by the way? I was low-key wondering if Andre was secretly building Jeff's list from our stream. Well, it made me excited to try it out because Jeff got to do some wild stuff. Sellout. I don't think we play Sellout. I think this card is just like a slots issue. I don't know if you play it. Like, I don't know what we're selling. That's the issue is I just don't like this card. A lot of resources have value even on their last like bit of life. We're like selling a daily cast. And mind you, we do play daily casts. Like it just doesn't feel amazing. I want to play Paladin Puemo because we're going to be installing cards. It doesn't install connections, so maybe that's wrong. But we do want to play Twinning, that's for sure. One of the best cards we want to play Baz too is Chesva, because if you run Centrals, Chesva now allows you to install hardware resources for free, which is quite nice. So I'm assuming we want to find a Chesva sooner than later. We'll play 2. Sell Underdome? I mean, but Underdome is good and it has text. This is the thing. It's like, okay, so you need to have Underdome on the table. You don't want to have it to fire, and then you have to have this card at the same time. It just feels so expensive. I think you could try. I'll try it. I will try it, but I know I'm going to be frustrated with this card for sure. Even in a world where you don't want to face check, Bravado is still a way to stay in the game, where ice costs 5 credits to break. It's a 4 or 5 credit refund on important runs. Yeah, Blurby, it's definitely very good. Best text deletes itself, or you could spike the value. Yeah. Okay, Breaker Suite. I'll do a Revolver and then a Carmen. I don't love this Breaker Suite. There's a chance we can spend influence on like Echelon and a Revolver. That also could make sense. I don't know how like Doom Rig our rig is. There is a chance you could also play things like Tungsten Tailor, which for criminal, like making your runs cheaper seems good as much as this is a pretty expensive brick. I know that Barry has classically tried to play the Shaper kind of Tungsten Cube equivalent, the sort of Game Boy card. And that has felt a bit clumsy, but it does allow you to play like Buzzsaw and stuff like that. And I'm really sick of playing Shibboleth because, oh my God, do I hate Shibboleth anytime after the next first 15 minutes of the game. That feels really bad to me. 2 Career Peer is probably a Refractor. Jeff has some pretty interesting reasons in certain metas. He was talking about that you could play 1 Career Peer and unironically play a Marjana. And the idea is that if you're only breaking small barriers, which you are largely into some of the acid matchups, this is cost effective and it's easier to get out of your hand, which is quite nice. Going to Red Crim with the cards of instant boomerangs? Yeah, I think it is kind of Red Crimmy. I don't think Baz's ability is I don't think Baz spawns an archetype like as spawns an archetype. I think Baz just allows you to do like a bit of tempo installs while playing the game. And maybe a part of that is because you have to have every once in a while play against a deck that runs 5 ice. And then what do? Right? Like that is the worst part. It's like that just feels awful. We've done that before. But like I don't think you can make a whole deck around Baz because then you're just really hoping the corporation plays ice. And if they don't, you don't have a deck. Like that's the issue. That's in theory like why you could consider playing Penny Shaver. Az didn't spawn an archetype, though the best Az deck is reg. I don't know if that's true, Meteor. I know why you would say that for sure. And like, that's the most performant Az deck in the meta, but I'm not even speaking about right now. I'm speaking in general. Like we have seen Az decks, just like we've seen Geist decks that are uniquely Az and Geist decks. And even for a while, I think people have said like the best Az deck didn't even have Az in it, where you can play the Az engine. And like, we've seen it in like Sable back in the day. Yeah, historically though, for sure. It doesn't seem like Az is performing really well right now, but I could see an Az deck that actually plays Masterwork and that sort of engine be pretty good in a meta that has enough mid-range Glacier. Yeah, Maz, it was a proper archetype for sure. It was very, very different. I hate Shibboleth so much. Okay, what else are we doing for influence? We have only 2 card slots left. Like it's really easy for us to put 2 Nukas in here, but I'm assuming we have too much card draw and we have so much influence. Like, what do we do? Do we just play Tungsten Tailor? I wish Masterwork was the ID. Yes, me too. Masterwork would be way more fun as the ID. And then you could do whatever you want. That just unfortunately happens, or the more interesting card is sometimes on the console. I mean, we have the big problem. Tungsten Buzzsaw, it's like, it's a thing. The issue is that it's slow. It's clumsy. It is a lot of pieces to get down. I want to try Tungsten and Criminal because I think abstractly making your runs cheaper is good if you can make your runs profitable, and that's what you try and do. I feel like we need to play Pinholes. For sure we do. So we're already at 46 cards. Unity and Buzzsaw. Ion, how's it going? I think I missed a message from you. Yeah, we could do it. I could see us playing Unity and Echelon, but now that we're playing Tungsten Tailor, we should play Buzzsaw for sure, and we can cut a shib. Mutual Favor is probably worth playing. Honestly, the Sellout seems like the worst card in the deck. I think Leech is enough that I don't think Tungsten is needed how much influence it is. It is a hardware there, so we can install it hopefully for free with the Chesva. Like that's the cool thing. But also then like Leech is good because then we have reasons to face check. I find Leech a bit harder to play in a world with like Ob playing Mavirus consistently. Like I almost never put my Leech down, but I could see both of them. Oh yeah, Iru. Iru is definitely worth playing. Iru is just a really, really good card. And it's also a resource, which is important. I think that's what Jeff was playing as well. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Archives Fork Touchstone Baker. I find Touchstone and Baker to be too much slots to do what Iru wants to do. It's a lot of slots. We're at 47 cards. We have 2 influence. Like, yeah, we could just play an Echelon and be okay with it. It's looking kind of boring. Do we play 3 Chesvas? Like, is it that important to have a Chesva in our opening hand so we can face check and get a daily cast down for cheap? I think there's a chance that 3 Chesva is correct. Because you can just do Chesva run central. If they res, you get a daily cast, you get a Boomerang for free. Like maybe Chesva was that good. I could convince myself Chesva was that good. Get a Unity in there. When we have Tungsten Tailor, I think we'd rather play Buzzsaw than Unity. Because it doesn't really work well with one of them more than the other. Technically, if we're playing Tungsten Tailor, we should also just play Echelon, right? But like, how often are we finding the thing? I don't actually know. And then the last influence, we could play a No Free Lunch. We could play a Stone Chip. That's a good card with Class Act. Just like an easy card to play with Baz. The Fox Snowflake pick is Compromat, but you mileage may vary. Hey, Joel, how's it going? 1 Poison Vial. Yeah, and how's it going? So I'm not sure why we would need to play Poison Vial. It's true that it makes the Boomerangs a lot better on certain ice. I don't know what ice that would be. Save yourself. What does that mean? Please play the Nukas. Oh. That's the thing is I'd cut the Sellout and play the Nukas. I think Nuka is just better than Sellout. But it's a slots issue. PV helps you a lot into Melius Ice. But imagine playing this. Like, that's the thing is like, I imagine our mid to late game to be Chesvas plus Breakers. Poison Vial seems, I can try it. It's the sort of card that I'm going to have in my opening hand versus PD assets and like really not like myself. But we can give it a shot. It's just like also one that's not going to move the needle. Yeah, I'm not sure if we need it, right? Like Buzzsaw doesn't need it. Echelon, you're saving a credit. So the only thing is like how much better is the Boomerang face check? I don't think it's actually that good. I don't think it's that good. I don't think it actually matters. I mean, imagine cutting Getaway to my Baz list recently. Really? Like, I think you need a reason to run. Huh, interesting. How good is open market? Is open market good? Getaway's legit not a great Baz card compared to everyone else. I mean, you need to have reasons to run. That is the big thing. Is like, if you're not running, why are you playing Baz? And so Getaway is the reason to run. That's the way at least I see it. I think Sellout is the worst card, but I don't think the deck has enough card draw. I don't think this has enough card draw. Is there like a cute, like maybe we cut this to play a Fencer Fueno? Because like we're pretty soft into assets in general. 49 cards, unacceptable. We have 2 of each breakers. We have 3 Cheslas, which we're testing that. Let us have that. Least favorite card is currently the Sellout, but we don't have. Do we need 3 Cheslas? I'm trying 3 Cheslas because I think my idea is if you install a Chesla on turn 1 and face check, then you can actually get value from Baz's text, not just like click compression, but 2 credits a turn. 3 Gunderdome is kind of a massive amount of card draw. I want it to be, but I don't want this card. Class Act is really good. Like a Class Act off of Chesva is just messed up. Class Act is one of our tempo cards off of open market. Class Act is just very, very good. Window, no Saucy. Yeah, Saucy is just like not enough. Like if Saucy fires, maybe you get 5 credits. Maybe. 300 Dome is overkill. I want to try it. So I need to play this to try it. It might be, but I need to try it. So we have to. Chad, I need to cut this. I need to cut it. Let's see what this draw's like. This is our opening hand. Would we keep this? Like, it's not bad. Say that they ice HQ. We can do Chesla run. If they don't res, okay, we do Paladin Chesla run. If they don't res, if they res, we put that on open market. I mean, it's pretty good. We draw. We don't get any card draw for a minute. Sell it is better if you're playing 3x Underdome. Are we really selling the Underdomes? Oh man, I feel so bad. This hand I don't like. This hand I like. We can keep it very simple. Paladin, we can clean Getaway whatever central like R&D is open. We can open market Class Act, look at 5, draw 4. We would not take the Class Act. Actually, probably not taking the Echelons, right? You sell them when they would whiff. Yeah, but you can draw 1 card before the other, and then it's pretty bad. Like, okay, hold on. We'll put sellouts into the list, and mind you, the list is bloated, and then we'll try and like fishbowl a couple hands and tell me when sellout is playable. Okay, I think we have to shuffle this one more time. Okay, so this is our hand. We have sellout in it. Is it good? How long before this is good? Seems bad. Oh, it's an open market. So we have to install the open market. We have to wait 4 more turns. And then we're playing sellout to gain a credit and 2 credits and draw 2 cards. Let's try it again. Okay, no sellout. We can install the open market technically on turn 1 with the Chesla run. Okay, well, we need to find a sellout. Otherwise, okay, we have a sellout in this hand. How early is it good? And if you're telling me to sell Fencer Fueno on turn 1, you're probably correct. Okay, so you can sell at a daily cast, and now instead of gaining 2 credits, you gain 1 credit and draw 2 cards. We started Brethren Mash. Izzy's so much fun. Oh, Izzy's great. Izzy's really, really good. I hope you're not playing the precons. She's so much better outside of it. Oh, you building brands or sellout are bad. But this is what I mean. It's like when you draw an opening hand with sellout, like it's not incredible. And that's because like selling out a daily cast is not amazing. So selling out a Class Act is not incredible. The text on Class Act won't fire. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. Are you playing the precons? Oh, wow. Her ability doesn't fire that much, but it's not bad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is a real card. I mean, we're not running 3 what? Sellouts? Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, Izzy's definitely like a really good thing. Underdome Compromat combo. I'm not the biggest fan of Compromat. It is a bit of a clumsy card. The payout of bad publicity is okay, but it's not incredible. It's like kind of comparable to putting down a Chesva. It's a lot better against assets, but for assets, you need to find ice, which is difficult. I'm not really hot on this card, but I also don't think you need bad publicity to play the deck. I used to play 3 cell on my ads and I slowly shaved it down to 1. I really liked 1, but don't want more than that. But this deck has Underdome, which could justify the second one. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it because obviously it seems like I'm doing some sort of bad faith argument for fun. But like, how do we cut this down -4 cards? Sella feels like a less consistent career fair. Yeah, it's a way less consistent career fair. If this was career fair, I would play it, but it's not. Is Tailgate a good event card? Tailgate is a really good event card, actually. I think people are coming around to this card being better than it looks. And that's because getting criminal pressure now is pretty interesting. I think cupulation is an option. But yeah. Yeah, needing to wait 5 turns before you can sell out open market slayers. It's really not good. It's annoying. How do we make this make sense? Steven, by the way, how's it going? Simply play 49? This deck actually doesn't have enough ways to fire the open market. It's like only class act. Underdome technically fires 1 and then Eru, but that's kind of it. Just play isolation with sellout and then you'll see the light. No sellout, less open market. Open market's like, it's a 4 credit economy card you install clicklessly. I think you want it. I think you're right that Jeff probably 2 Chesvos is fine, but I want to try the 3 Chesvos to get Barry to do something. And then like Barry Chesving a daily cast, like now we're talking. It's just slow. Wait, you actually weren't playing open market? You weren't playing open market? But the problem is if we cut the open markets, the sell will get even worse. It's way better than daily casts. Okay, we're playing 45. Sorry, 49. I'm so sorry. We're not going to learn anything smart from this because we're playing 49. Cut a bit of the run events and put in a red team. Red team is really clumsy. Like, unfortunately, I'm a big red team believer and every year is the year red team, but putting this down for 5 is hard. It's nice if you can get this done with a Chesva because it's a bit cheaper, but making your game about making single runs on centrals, specifically when you don't get value from making the runs, like we don't have Leech, we don't have Penny Shaver, it's a lot worse, right? Like the reason why making runs is good is because we can play run events and we can get ice, like install into rip into ice. And red team is not the easiest thing to do that into. I wish red team was better. If this could run remote servers, it would be pretty great. But yeah, it's really hard to make red team make a lot of sense. You need to be playing a lot of good reasons to run. I mean, Top Cat's a console with red team Hosh last year. It's good confirmed. Oh yeah, people were doing that. I mean, but that's what I mean. Hosh makes sense. Hosh has a benefit of touching centrals. Like that's fine. And you also price it out for like really cheap. Like that makes more sense than criminal. Yeah, exactly. That deck had price. Like in context, that makes like exactly a lot of sense. New runner deck. Red team's only sufficient when you run it with Knick-Knack, and that's entirely a different deck. Yeah, Knick-Knack helps a bit, because then again, you also have a reason to run, let alone the combo with Knick-Knack. But like selling a red team, you lose 3 credits to make 5. Like it's way worse than it feels. It feels better than it actually is. Gateway's a liability with event Horizon exists, IMO. I mean, yeah, we'll see. It's BTL. Okay, this is maybe Hyper Glacier. We don't have the Chesva in the hand. We have the Hermes, which is good against Advanceable Ice. Tron. Let's see if he keeps. I don't love this hand. It has no tricks, nothing to it. Yeah, we played Laundry with border control. It's also good into assets. And I think we need cards that are not terrible into assets because our whole deck is pretty shit into assets. I have no idea what this BTL is. I think BTL is a bit underexplored. Went for the mulligan. We can take a mulligan. That's good. That's pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. Got a mulligan to find a sellout. This hand will play sellout, okay? We'll sell Paladin Puemo on turn 2. It'll be fine. She's done her job. She always leaves you anyways. Yeah, this hand is quite good. Especially when Tron draw and click 1. All right. So the question is, do we just rip into this? This is the big thing is if you don't run the ice, Hermes is a threat. As soon as we allow Tron to res the ice, he's no longer scared of Hermes. I think so much ink can be spilled about whether or not you like Hermes face check. And when we have D-res, it's a bit better for sure. But like, I don't actually want Tron to res this ice on HQ. I don't. So like, I honestly don't know if we fire Baz this turn. We might just do like open market Paladin pass. Like I want to fire it on the remote server. You have Underdome in hand. I think I want to res. I don't think we do. I think we play Install Runner and we get Tempo off the remote server. Okay, now we can do Transfer Boomerang. So now we're talking. We can do Boomerang Transfer Underdome, clear the tag. No, I think we just do Install Runner here. I think we just do these 2, click for credit. We don't have to do it this turn. If he plays the government subsidy, we'll be sad, but it looks like Tron has an ugly draw. Spin or wall to wall. We'll see if it gets iced. Single advance. I mean, if we're popping a Charlotte like that, I guess we are, huh? You don't need to install the boomerang to transfer, remember? No, for sure. Yeah, we transfer, and if it's res, we boomerang. Yeah, for sure. We're not going to install the boomerang because then he doesn't res. I mean, I'll bite. Is his hand that bad if this is a table Charlotte? I mean, I think we just want to get the Hermes down. So we do transfer. We get the boomerang across. We touch a card. His hand is probably loaded. We can't steal SDSs though. The Basalt gets back a hedge fund or a Charlotte. That's not amazing. If the hand's that bad, it's Hermes transfer. The Hermes is useless because he's going to res the ice. So the Hermes doesn't do anything. I don't think we install the Hermes. Is there any reason to install Underdome before the run? No, because then he might not res. Like in theory, you want to not show the information. It's interesting though, Steven, because you could force to be like, oh, you're not going to res because I'm going to draw cards. But if we want to do transfer here, install Underdome, we could just like clear the tag, which we probably have to do. I think we just send the transfer. If we install the boomerang, if he does res, if not, like we do Underdome to clear the tag, I think. Probably not. I think we just cleared the tag. Cool thing is that if this is a... Oh, that's sick. Okay. We don't actually have to break this. I don't think I care if this fires, and I'd rather get the Underdome and clear the tag. Nice. That's good. Our text is fired once. Drawn Drew into an HQ axis, which means his hand is cooked. Imagine using Boomerang on that one. It's not terrible to Boomerang on this. Now the problem is Boomerang is a click and 2 credits. Like it is kind of expensive. So looks like a Charlotte, talks like a Charlotte. We run it, we can Boomerang through it. Unless it's a logjam. If it's a logjam, we want to install the Hermes, but then the Hermes is useless. So there's a couple things we can do here. It might actually just be install Hermes, transfer HQ, and then we can bounce the ice. Because if this gets rezzed, our Hermes has no text. I think we just do install Hermes off of Paladin transfer and then hope that we hit a 1 in 5. And then if that doesn't work, we can just run this remote server. We in theory want to force this ice to be res because of Underdome in hindsight. But I think we just do Hermes transfer run remote. Strongest in open HQ, so things might be bad in there. Let's see if he reses, if it's a Charlotte. He's thinking, yeah, obviously agenda's in hand here. But if it's a Charlotte, he has to res here. Yeah, it's a Charlotte, okay. It's a measured, we're in here. He has agendas in there. So we're gonna chase on the Charlotte too, unless it's a logjam. If it's a logjam, that's fine. I think we do trash this. So we want to get an ice res now to clear the tag or draw 2. Let's see if it's a logjam. It's another flywheel. I mean, I think we do Boomerang this. It costs us 1 in credit? Yeah, okay. So Charlotte will get cracked. So now we can decide whether we want to spend a click to 2 credits to draw 2 cards. Like, is our money more important here or is our card draw? I think our card draw is more important. So I'm going to remove the tag and then draw with Underdome. Okay, that's good. 2 transfers are out though, so Tron has less and less incentive to ice HQ. This is where like having the tailgate's actually quite good. I would love to tailgate HQ here for 2 credits. It'd be very, very, very good. Now we're technically still threatening. No advance on this card, so if this could be a wall to wall, it could just be an above the law. But like we just want to bravado into HQ here. I don't know if we end up breaking this. I think we just let it go. This could be a mess in chest, so it could be a log jam. We can't break with one of them. It's going way better than I thought it was. I mean, we had a really good pressure line. We're going to run out of pressure here because the only other pressure we have on the deck is the twinning, and we have to find it. But I do think we can just like let the flywheel fire. Yeah. We could do bravado, clean getaway. I'd rather bravado HQ while we have it. We can draw once more than bravado. I mean, just in time for this turn. We're going to be so over hand size here. I guess we sell the open market, but we sell the underdome here. It puts us up to 7 cards. It's too many cards. Yeah, I don't like it. We'll sell the open market next turn, I guess. Interesting. Okay, so if we run the server, we can install the boomerang and actually get in. I think we do this. No, but rather server 2 for underdome. I think you're right, actually. That we could have bravadoed this and clean getaway HQ. That would probably be a bit better in hindsight. The thing is, like, what is this? If it's above the law, hitting the paladin's like kind of bad. Underdome is going to be leaving. We can also just sell it out. Maybe we just sell it out and discard a card. Yeah, that's probably okay too. But if this is an agenda, this gets bounced. Like, this is looking like it's an eminent domain. Like, I'm assuming this deck is playing big ice, and so this might be an eminent into a Biowac. Yeah, so I guess we run this. If it's a Messney, it's not too bad. If it's a logjam, it's bad, but at least like we still get our underdome. But this is looking like it's an eminent deck, because I'm assuming the deck is like big ice thought deck. Okay. So we wanted the Hermes bounce there for many reasons. I just don't see what this is besides an eminent. Go, we've given so much flywheel. Each of these flywheels has gained 4 credits and drawn 4 cards. And he's doing it. He's drawing. Oh. We lost a credit in bravado. Yeah, I know. We should have bravadoed that. I wasn't considering it. I didn't think I was going to run it. But yeah, I could see we definitely wanted to do that. We draw 2 cards here. We have to discard a card. I mean, there's nothing else we're doing. Chat, I'm throwing out the sellout. Can't throw out the sellout. What are we throwing out here? Like, drawing a breaker there sucks. I think the sure gamble is worse than the sellout, right? This is 3 cards and 2 card. Yeah, I think we get rid of the sure gamble. Yeah, CG is worse. No, CG is nice. We have an open R&D with a Hermes. It's not that bad. Getaway's not the worst card here. Okay, never mind about the R&D thing, but this is the issues. Like, underdome. Okay, this is one of the problems with sellout. Is sellout is only good if the underdome doesn't fire, but sellout wants you to get rid of your underdome on like the first click. So we're technically letting off pressure here. I'm gonna do it. Okay, that's fine. I really wanted one of their Chesva. I'm so confused about the sellout apology. I don't get it. It's not that good. I think we're just gonna do clean getaway R&D cast class act. And just say like Hermes will do something if you score out. It was the worst card in my hand by any reasonable metric of the turn. I think it was. We need a card draw though, so maybe not. Okay, wow. Let them dream, steal. So we can do a bounce. So Paladin gets nicer, which is good for the cast. Hermes bounces. I think this card we care about. The next sellout is awful. It's quite not good. If we bounce this, we can't do much. I think we just bounce that. It wasn't rezzed, which like if it was a wall-to-wall, you would res it. Reanimation got discarded as well. So we'll just do casts off Paladin, which is sick. Class act off open market, which is sick. Draw 4. Nice. Let's go. Yeah, clean getaway is the keep for sure. Like, sure gamble is a click for 4. 3 in a run is better. Especially because his draw was ugly. Are we running HQ again? Are we running HQ again? I think we can run HQ again. The problem is like Revolver's not good into flywheel. It's a bit risky to just like send it. I think we do Chesva run HQ. Getaway R&D and trust. I'd rather run HQ as HQ was bad. It was really, really bad. Yeah, install Chesva first for sure. We probably should be clean getawaying this, but I'm being a bit of a coward. It's not like we need the money now, so like it's fine. He actually might have some like really unwieldy ice if he's playing reanimation. Like there might be BOX and stuff that he can't res. The Flyway Fireball could go wrong. I mean, that's my strat. Clean gateway this. I think there's a chance we could have, Beeblum. I don't think we have to, but we definitely could have. I don't think he's going to pop an event horizon for it. He's definitely drawing it to an HQ, yeah. Okay, so now we have to have our money up. Paladin, Hermes. Can we win? Yeah, what's in the remote server? I think we clean gateway the remote server and win. What do you think is in the remote server if not a 3-2? I think it's a above the law or an eminent. Third, let them dream. I mean, I would put the basalt in the remote server sooner than I put the let them dream. I'm running it. So you add a measured back. So when we run this, we lose 3 and we make the 3 back. Seems fine. Four cards in hand, we'll have money. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So he could do double measured, we survive. Malapert means he's on Myoshu, which is no surprise. We're in a good spot though. A twinning would be nice. But I cannot read what's in the remote server. I think he wanted to put the Malapert so next turn he can do install advance. Unfortunately, our hand is like pretty valuable. We might have to protect it for 8 credits. He can now just like hard res Malapert or a snake, excuse me. Wow, a Bioac will get there. Okay, so what are we doing? I don't think we can run for singles. I think we just need to find our Hermes. The problem is our twinning, but we're a 49 card deck. Can't believe we not only reprinted Global Food Initiative with upside, but also moved the effective 4-2. We still got to play all the powerful 5-3s. Yeah, seems good. Man, we have 3 boomerangs, but 2 windows. And windows is just like a sick card. GFI was that or having a powerful 5-3 effect? Yep. Yeah, Dream's a messed up card. I think Light Duty should have said first time is 1 per point. Oh, you can start putting down breakers unless Windows comes up. Yeah, window is cool. It's just like this board is not super window relevant. Like we window the Messney, but we need the boomerang for the window. Window can also install a revolver and then run. But the thing is you have to run a server and de-res ice on that server. And the Underdome is like not really worth it. Yeah, we don't want to install breakers if an SDS gets us, but I think we just want to find a twinning. Second Cheswa is not super useful. Yeah, if we touch the third Let Them Dream, I'm going to be really upset. Like, we should be at 7 points. We're on 5. We started the third Let Them Dream. We're still not winning the game. Yeah, I don't think there's much we have to do here. We'll see if he double advances. We haven't seen Seamless. In fact, we've seen very little influence besides Messney. Speaking of. Okay. So this has to be an agenda. If it's a Let Them Dream, again, we have to make sure we have enough money. Boomerang probably beats this ice. There's a chance it doesn't. Buzzsaw's really bad into Messney, so we ideally want to Boomerang that. The issue is if we install our breakers, he might not res this, which means we can't clicklessly install the Boomerang off of it. Event Horizon or Remote Telegraphed? It could be. And if this is an SDS, we lose a Revolver, right? But if it's a Basalt, like the game just gets cooked. Charlotte number 3, I don't think so. I think Toronto has a window on top of the Malapert. If you Buzzsaw run, you just win? I don't know. So we install this, we go down to fewer credits. We break this for 3, 4, 7, and then for 8, 9, 10, 11. We let this fire. We have to break this for less than 6. If it's an Event Horizon, it's fine. Because Event Horizon is, we put a Boomerang on there and then we can just do Buzzsaw run back. Yeah, if it's a Let Them Dream, we do lose the measure. That's the only problem. But everything else is good. Tron is probably flooded though. Third Let Them Dream is a bit silly, but it's not less unlikely than any other agenda. Yeah, it might not be. I can't tell. Tron always has some interesting lines here. But if it's a Let Them Dream, we do lose. But this is where like Baz is really cool. Is with that click compression fork, like the sort of Arasana effect. That we could just consider running here, and if this gets rezzed, I wish it was on the central because the Cheswas have been totally trash. I challenge every time. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm doing it. I just want to figure out how we do it. If it's a BOAC, it's fine. I think we just run it. Any draw that's worth it. Yeah, but it's only 1 in 28. Maybe a bit less. It would be nice to de-res the Mesny. It'd be quite nice to de-res. Like if we drew a window, it would be actually pretty good. What's up, Boomerang outermost run? We have no reason to Boomerang the outermost because if it's a res, we Boomerang it. Always install Bloodsaw first? I'm not sure that's true. Because if this is resed. No, I see. Yeah, because if it's a barrier. Yeah, I think we're in for a penny. Could be an idiosyncrasis though, or like some nonsense. Like a Charlotte could be a big bait. Oh yeah, okay. So we have to Boomerang that. Imagine de-resing this. Chad, what do you think Barry started for? Baritone saxophone? No, Barry actually played alto, which is like kind of funny. That's like Barry is like icebreaker at most social events. I mean, we die. A lot of the times we die here. I can't afford to rig this. It might be barometer. Oh, sick, we win. Yeah, that was dicey. That was a dicey run, maybe. I do think Tron had a really bad draw. Our ability was relevant, and it's also relevant for the ice that doesn't get res. But we also did draw a double transfer really early. That was pretty good. If we had tungsten here, it actually is nice. It does save 3 credits on this. So flywheels we now break for the same cost. If we don't run, yeah, we lose to the basalt. If that goes through, like we probably lose anyways because of the basalt on top of Malapert. Like it's gonna be bad, and then it's like 300 paladins. Sorry, measures. But like if that gets scored out, we might be able to open up our R&D. The thing is like we just need more pressure. We don't have a lot of pressure. Oh, we had an Eero coming up. That actually might have been fine. How many cards was drawn through flywheel? I think 10. Yeah, flywheels are good. And that's like the coolest thing about flywheel. Like this card is so absurdly good. The numbers on it are fantastic. The question is like, can you let it fire? This game we got lucky, but we let 10 flywheels fire. Subroutines. And it didn't cost us the game, but it easily could have. We were lucky that it never stabilized. Woof. Thank you. That was fun. Thanks for the game. Trying to do HQ runs. Something sure is not good. Oh, for Barcelona? I don't know. Because I think Barcelona was like, maybe that's a reference to Gabriel Santiago, who I'm also thinking might be Barcelona attached. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's neat. I don't think we have enough pressure. And I think that's the issue is that a lot of criminal decks are just running 1 Eero and 120 and just saying that's enough. And maybe it's not. But I never feel like when I'm playing criminal, unless I get lucky singles or can pin them on very precise lines, is that I'm exerting enough pressure to control the game. Barons. Beryllium. Hey, cheers. Yeah. Reanimation is just for toxin? Or do you have anything cuter? Yeah, reanimation is tricky because you have to get your ice in archives, and that's not always easy. Cool. All right, we're trading Bad Pub for an Event Horizon. I think I'd take that trade. But we do like bad publicity for a bit with Barry Baz Wong. Sellout was okay. Hey, cheers. Let's do another one. I don't think we've learned enough of what we should cut. Find out what classic plays into BD. Like, I'm scared that we can't generate enough central pressure fast enough. And I don't know what to do about that. Our ability fired only 3 times also, which we have to keep that in mind. Is that good enough? Kremlin hands are super tight, but that's part of why I love it. They feel way too tight. Oh, Melias, interesting. Okay. Hand's not bad. Against Melias, you don't want to be running all the time for like obvious reasons. And the fact that we can just do like daily cast class act by just doing, oh no, you can't, right? No, you can. You can do credit class act daily cast, but then you bottom out really bad and you start your next turn on 2 credits, which is like not something worth doing. Our ability did a lot more than fire 3 times. No, it did. It did put a pressure and it gave you click compression, but it did only fire 3 times. That being said, I would much happier to be Baz in that matchup than Vic. Baz was actually like quite nice. So Shannaros Mulligan, this hand's not terrible. We have Chesva if we want to face check into ice. I think we keep this, but this is actually like kind of a slow start. But maybe we'll just full send it. We'll see what the start looks like for Shannaros, because I would want to do like Chesva, Bravado, and then just get like, I don't know, a Hermes down. This is the thing, is like, I don't want to face check ice when I'm on Hermes, because I want the ice to be unresed. Petty Cash draw, sick. If we misrun, the Petty Cash coming back, we don't care. So I think we don't run here. TCA Daily Cast click for credits. I hate that. I don't want to start next turn on 2 credits with like 8 cards in hand. Like there's no way to get out of it besides clean getaway. And next turn Shannaros is going to be on 9. So like face checking ice is scary. I just don't like that line. Like it might be better to do class at click for 3. Just so we start on 4, so we can do credit sure gamble daily casts. Like for real, I think it might not be right to do classic daily cast because there's only like clean getaway that's hard to play against Melias that gets us out of the hole. Right? Do we credit Bravado HQ? Yeah, I'm in. Chesva Bravado HQ. I just love Hermes having text. Chesva Bravado HQ means we can, no, we can't do that. Bravado HQ loses the lion's mane so hard. Yeah, but he has to have it. We do credit Bravado, we can install Class Act off the Lion's Mane. Lion's Mane knocks out Daily Cast Hermes. No, I think that's acceptable. If he reses Lion's Mane, also he can't play Petty Cash. It's like a pretty reasonable trade. Because the thing was Lion's Mane, oh wait, do we die to Lion's Mane if we can't pay 3? Imagine he put that on, he put that on HQ? What? He put that on HQ. Are you kidding me? Well, he at least like lost a credit, but he got a random card back, and we know he's on Cloud Eater, which like any deck could be on Cloud Eater, but this could be the Unleashed deck, which like that's scary. He didn't res. Buzzsaw. Yeah, you don't install for sure, but it feels bad. What the heck? Bravado, Buzzsaw, Twinning, Underdome, Boomerang. So Boomerang can deal with the parts of Snake that like are really frightening. Underdome's fine. Twinning is important. We have the chest in hand. These are all good cards. I think the Underdome, I don't think we're gonna be running for a second. When I say lose, I don't mean flat. I mean Tempo Baz, game losing. No, for sure. I mean we don't die, but obviously it's quite bad. Just like the Fairchild 3 lose. Like, you don't lose, you lose. But I don't think it's that bad. I think if it gets res and Shannaros goes down to 1, it's like a pretty reasonable trade. Yeah, Corp going down to 1 is sick with Petty Cash on the bin. And our hand was like not disastrous if we lose a bit of it to damage. And we still go up on Bravado. Didn't Petty Cash? That's weird. Why not? Why would you not Petty Cash? Is this a Plutus deck? Why would you not Petty Cash there unless you're a Plutus deck? What am I missing? There's no shot that this is a snake, right? What's in the server? I don't know what this read is anymore. Yeah, this is weird. Why would you play this if you're not on Plutus? Like, why wouldn't you snap the Petty Cash here? Especially when you're holding a 10 cost ice. Like, you want to not be on 1 credit after you res it. So we Bravado this and it gets res. We can Boomerang it. That's fine. Losing the Buzzsaw would be pretty bad because we're left with a Shibboleth, but like this hand doesn't do anything. And we have to play maybe a bit more passively. If it's a snake, it's a snake. Like res a turn 2 snake. I mean, he's thinking about it. I just don't know what this card in the remote server is that we're running. Because if it's a Charlotte, we can trash it. But you would advance a Charlotte. Like, this has to be like a humanoid? I can't tell what this card in the server is. 4-2 with Seamless? Like, I honestly don't know why we're running this. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I didn't expect Tempo La Costa. That's fine. We haven't drawn this turn, right? No. Yeah, I do think it's an Unleash deck. Okay, Boomerang Transfer is good. The twinning is a bit of a brick. I think we can just install Hermes. We could run R&D. Doing a last click is a bit scary. The hedge fund comes back. We're just going to click for a credit. Let's see what happens. Yeah, for sure we have to trash La Costa. I don't think we can afford to do it that turn. Obviously, we didn't have credits to trash it, but yeah. I do think this deck is on Seamless too, though, if it's on La Costa. If this is the Unleash, like, Sanjay version. I think it's on Seamless as well. It's been a couple weeks. And I know, like, that also got played with a public trail in it. Was taken one of the UK, one of the events that you were at, I think. All right, I don't think we're doing anything this turn. So Ches was good. We don't need to show it here. I would probably just draw. We shouldn't have played the sugar gamble there, but it doesn't really matter. I think we're just going to show breakers. Echelon's pretty bad. I'd rather put down a revolver here because obviously the strength of the Echelon's awful. Could have run back and trashed instead of click for cred. Yeah, he might have rezzed. That's maybe reasonable, but now I think I'm at sunk cost. Well, I only run it when there's something else in the server, but that could be wrong. I hate installing this thing. I hate just paying for Buzzsaw. The code gates we're expecting are 5 strength, 4 strength. So it's not great. Like, installing Echelon's okay, but if we hit a Lines Main, we're not paying 17 credits to break it anyways. So, like, that's not even that good. So, like, Buzzsaw mostly beats the small code gates. I think we just install the Ches on Tempo. Because then it sets up the twinning. And I think we need to build pressure because we're not building pressure here. This is what I get really antsy here when we're just building this. Boomerang Transfer, I think we'll do it when the remote push happens. And it's nice now to get the twinning down. Now the Petty Cash gets played, so I don't know why we waited. Twinning Transfer, I don't think we're in a rush to. If Shanros has an agenda, would it go into server 1? Maybe. I can't get a good read. Okay, yeah, no, man, now maybe. And now I have no read because I did not expect HQ on turn 1. It's going to be very hard to read this. If we hit a bite and lose the Buzzsaw Echelon, we're kind of cooked. Yo, Cror, how's it going? Like, the twinning is a bit greedy. If you don't res, we can't use the Ches unless we hit a trashable. But if this is just a La Costa, the best... Hey, it was a Lion's Bane. So... what do we do here? Taking 2 net damage is bad. That's like really bad net damage. We could Boomerang and jack out. Yeah, I'm surprised this wasn't res on turn 1. Apparently it was, to play the Petty Cash, but it wasn't played. I don't have a read on Shantaros because Shantaros is not playing the lines that I think we were expecting. So it's very, very hard. Oh yeah, Boomerang can pay 3. Yeah, I forgot. We can pay Ches for credits too. No, well, we're going to use the Ches for credits. Yeah, that seems totally reasonable. Yeah, it's actually super easy. So this. So we broke this for functionally 3 credits. Die to bite. Die to bite. It's HQ again. Yeah, I mean, like, that was pretty good here. So add bite to hand, we lose on the spot. We can't see extra cards here because we die to bite. Another Lion's Mane. Okay, shuffle. They took the exact same access on Transfer Worlds and died to bite. Yeah, I would not risk it. I think especially B-Blum, like, you are likely to win the games you play that I don't think you have to take risks. All right, so now we're not really scared of the remote server. If it's La Costa Charlotte, it's only +1 credit. I think we just do draw and we have to clear the tag. Runner more to force the Botu. I mean, it's pretty bad if the Botu hits the Buzzsaw Echelon from our hand. I don't think we can do that. I think we just draw. If we find an Underdome, we clear the tag. That's a fun card to have. I think you have to take the transfer access. The 9 credit swing is too important. Oh, right. Because it was a transfer. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it was just bad luck, but I don't know. I think if I am like mechanically favored, I will probably not take the risk. Run remote. It's really scary. If it's any damage, we lose our breakers and then we're in a bad spot. I want to hold window because it's a fun card. I want to move the tag because we think it's an unleash deck. They're more broke now. Yeah, but 6 credits means they can res a Lion's Mane, which will knock out our breakers. They can res a Botu, which will knock out our breakers. They can res an Atini, which we could pay. And we have no big reason to run their remote server. It's just Lacosta agenda. Oh, they brought a hedge fund back. We should have known that. I think not challenging remote is wrong. Otherwise, we shouldn't have transferred. I think we might not have wanted to transfer. We saw Lion's Mane in HQ. Yeah, but Botu is likely. Yeah, maybe it's actually only Botu's bad. I think one of them is the snake, though, and you're right. The snake is not resable. Yeah, maybe that was worth it. It seems like it was a pile of upgrades. So this can now do an unleash. That's also a reason why you might not want to res a Lion's Mane or the snake. But at this point, if we're face checking to the snake fires, and I think we have maybe punted the game a wee bit. We need the Hermes to fire. Echelon comes in at 1 strength, so we break this for 6. That's not good. Yeah, we lose the game to... Well, we don't lose the game to unleash. We lose the twinning to unleash. Actually, we probably lose the twinning and something. We could window the Lion's Mane. Hermes does the fire before unleash. No, I mean, like, we have to Hermes an agenda to bounce this card. Like, we need a Hermes aggressively. You're right, though. We can Hermes the ice and say that we think this is the snake. Archives of the snake, I feel it. That gets Hermes on score. But then what's this? Should we be running R&D? I think so. But I want to just draw into something we can install like that. And then just take a risk here. We'll see 2. If they res, like Cheswick can install the Underdome too, so we can see 3 cards, but then we might not get through. But we just need to force credits, because if you go down sub 10, maybe we'll charge a remote server. We'll find out. Yeah, we have to force money. Oh, that's okay. All right, so now he's going to know the top 4. We technically can't just bonk into this, but on 6 credits, we can probably charge the remote server now. If we lose our Echelon Buzzsaw, we lose our Echelon Buzzsaw. We also technically can like de-res Lion's Mane and run it back and see if Shantaros wants to bankrupt himself. He probably can't. And then we can see 3 on R&D. But now he has information here. Also could be a virus in server 1, but that's kind of expensive to res. Archives could even be a Bathy for Unleash. Yeah, the deck is playing one of this if this is, but I actually don't know if this is an Unleash deck, because at least the Unleash deck that is on JNet, or sorry, that was on RNDB, was not playing Knowledge Seeker. So this could just be like anything. I think I'm okay running server 1 here. We've seen 2 Lion's Mane. Sai Santan is like sometimes lethal. Yeah, this might not be an Unleash deck anymore. It might just be Melius Glacier. Yeah, I think it's just Glacier. If you hadn't clicked to draw, you could have gone run RD, run remote, window remote. Yeah, no, you're not wrong about that. But if we got a boomerang here on the draw, this run also would have made sense. We get 3 boomerangs to draw into. So like, I don't know if that was, maybe we should have played into that, but maybe not. But it's a cool line. But the window also has to survive the res, so it's a Botu res, it won't. What is this? It wasn't res before. On 11. I can read Shantaros 0%. Just cannot get a read on him. What is this server? We're just paying Anoetic. Okay, we're down to 1 card in hand. If we draw 2, we have to discard. I mean, what else are we doing? 2 windows is like pretty greedy. I think we need the open market. 2 windows might be the play. Would window R&D be too high variance? He knows the top of the deck, so it's not amazing. Because now he knows the next 2 cards. What's up? Oh, it's a Lacosta. Oh, sorry. Yeah, right on. Okay, perfect. So that's okay. Yeah, that was a pretty good turn for us. That was actually pretty sick. I think we've learned that it's probably not an Unleash deck. Knowledge Seekers, we might be able to just run down. We don't even have to window it. But our twinning is like, HQ probably has a point, if not 2 points in it. Or sorry, 2 agendas in it. R&D. Also, we have to play around. This might just be Regenesis, which at some point we have to run Archives. Okay, spin. We go HQ here? Yeah, I think we do. The problem is like, how do we get through the lines, man? Because if we install Echelon and then break, it's like pretty expensive. So buzzsaw window HQ? And just hope he doesn't re-res? Interesting. He drew last click, he power drew, so like running HQ is even better. If he re-res the lion's mane, he can't bite us. If we just install Echelon instead, we could get the Echelon down. I think we just do Echelon. I think we do Echelon window. Oh, I see what you're saying. Is that you window? Yeah, but then we die to bite. Window's really nice with Underdome. I think we draw first, then we do buzzsaw Echelon run. I just don't want to die to bite. Transfer's pretty good here though, actually. Charlotte's not that good. No, that we should take the other one. Eventually we'll break this for a lot. Bite's only 3 damage. Yeah, but if we do buzzsaw Echelon window, we'll only have 1 card, 2 cards in hand, so we will die. I keep forgetting this installs on tempo. It's kind of sick. Okay, and this also like forces Underdome to be relevant, which is good. If he doesn't res, we can boost. Well, actually, these all suck to boost in hindsight. I don't know if it's worth spending a credit to see another card here. It might be. Yeah, right? Yeah, neat one. We also probably should charge server 1. Maybe Spin Doctor has to come down before we charge server 1. Technically, he has 11 credits, so we can like force a snake res. And then snake res actually matters because it threatens breakers. If he reses, this is a 6 credit swing. Like, it's really quite good. He did. Chesva credits are real, always do. Okay, so in theory, we can install the open market here for free, but now we're going to use the Chesva anyways, and I want to not die. Oh, he can't fire bite. No, he could fire bite by firing Charlotte. I'm going to respect that. Probably need to get the breakers down to protect him from damage. Yeah, yo, Speed Racer, how's it going to be doing? How's it doing? How is it going? Got to be Tattoo on the remote? I think he would have rezzed. It would have capped us out for 2 credits, and he didn't have to Anoetic. It's always HQ! God, no. At least you're not getting a credit. What is he getting back here? Damn it. And with the Spin Doctor, this is a bit better. Oh, you're right. If he does, we don't have to access multiple cards. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Cloud Eater still in there. Fuji, okay. We get to bounce a card. So he's on 2 credits. We need to charge the remote server. We think this was not res before. I guess we'll bounce that. A teeny. We're on 1 card in hand. Anemone cannot be res. We lost open market, clean getaway. We're going to draw 2 at the end of the turn, so we can run the server. He, in theory, could use Anoetic to like fix his hand, but we should be able to run this. If it's on 5 credits, we technically die to Anemone. I will die to Anemone. I don't think you play Anemone in Melias. Yeah, Anemone can be res with the Charlotte. We'll die to that if that happens. We don't die to Botu because he's a credit short. Wait, we have 2 credits and we're charging this? Why do we only have 2 credits? Wow, he paid an Anoetic for that. Sick. So with the Spin Doctor, he's probably clearing his hand, but now he's down to only 4. I mean, still Charlotte's quite good. Saisenton kills? No, we break. We break for 2. Oh, we had 1 card in hand? Yeah, shut up. I think it would have been res before, but yeah, we do actually die to Saisenton there. Yeah, we were short of credit. Pinhole, where are you? He's still in 6 credits. He did break R&D lock. We want to shuffle Spin Doctor. Like, what are we doing here? Are we just like tanking the Knowledge Seeker? God, his money's good. How have we only seen a Fuji? He's drawn through half his deck. Our money stinks. Our money's really quite bad. We're going to have to land a transfer. Again, transfer is 6 to break, which is 4 to break, which is pretty bad. We charge an Anoetic. No, he's going to res us and is going to ruin the game for us. This has to be really bad for us. He's on 10 credits. Yeah, he went from 0 to 10. Obviously, Charlotte was a big part of that, but I think we just have to like find stuff. And he's technically on 13. Career is important. Paladin's important. Doom would have been such a nice draw. Sellout. Sellout would have been perfect here. How good have the Chesos been? They've been okay. I think I'm just gonna run the Spin Doctor. And then just click for a credit. Or no, we probably just install Paladin. Game Theory might want to let us trash this because it's actually quite expensive. I just think he has agendas and archives. Okay, that's good. Yeah, no Pinhole sucks. We get a 2-for-1 to Anoetic and the Charlotte likely, unless he's feeling very brave. I honestly don't think we install the Paladin here. We have 1 more Bravado, 2 more Sure Gambles. The Paladin's not really doing anything next turn because I don't want to install the Underdome. Like, it helps with the Boomerang. What if we're supposed to bounce Knowledge Seeker twice, run SD, and then run R&D? I could see us running this twice to de-res it to get the Underdome to fire. I honestly think that makes sense. Sure you don't want archives there? If it's a snake, we're in a really bad spot. MJC, how's it going? Maybe we can do it now with the Boomerang, but it's the same as running this. But in theory, if this gets res, if it's a Cloud Eater, we end up with tags. Maybe that's fine. I'll just do the value thing. It charges the twinning too. Yeah, even just running the Knowledge Seeker means that, oh, I guess we have to actually pay credits to boost, but we could have boosted charge the twinning. That might have been fine too. Yeah, Boomerang Transfer is really quite nice. We break for 1 with Chesva. And Shanros has to have points in hand. Another Spin Doctor? Oh my god, what is he drawing for? He has money. We'll see where the 5th ice goes. We bounced 1 ice off of server 1. We know there's a Cloud Eater in hand. I think we saw that before the bounce though. Oh, I scratched myself. And again, I'd rather play this than Vic. This has been pretty sick. This is way more interesting than Vic. Replace archives. I mean, that has to be Cloud Eater, right? I don't think we can bully the Knowledge Seeker on 23 credits, let alone 24 next turn. We're down on 1 credit, which doesn't feel good. So we can just do transfer here. We can do like install Boomerang for all our money, click for credit transfer. I think we just do nothing. Okay, Fencer Fueno is not very important. I think we just click for credits. Like HQ has to flood. If anything, we can contest the Spin Doctor here, which might be reasonable, just because I don't want to allow Shanros to fix the hand. Yeah, we shouldn't do a last click though. I just don't want to have the ability to fix the hand. This also could be like big deal into Regenesis, in theory. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why you replace his Archives Ice unless it's Bithyningus or the Cloud Eater and you're playing Proprio, Afruns, or Proprio, yeah, Afrun. I feel bad about that, but we're in the exact same situation we were last click. Oh, sorry, Melias is on 25 credits. I think we gave him back 2 Sure Gambles, which like giving your opponent 8 credits. Admittedly, they lost 2 credits, but man, does Melias feel bad when it fires. Another Hansei? What's going on? Are we really big dealing Regenesis? What is Archives? Like something is really goofy. This is, I can't make a read of this. We can do straight Boomerang Transfer. C3. I mean, Shanros could put it in their remote server, not even doing it. Because if we do Boomerang Transfer, Boomerang is free. Transfer, we pay 1 on Lion's Mane, yeah. I want to run Archives. Yeah, me too. Me too. If it's a Cloud Eater, he spends 10. What's the text on Cloud Eater again? So we can break 2 of the subroutines. It's trash a card. We can't let that happen. Take 2 tags, which this could just be also on tags, like could just be on what's it called, Mindscaping. We can't let this happen. We can let this happen once, and then we have to do it again. So we probably end up walking away with 4 tags, which is like means the game is functionally soft over if we're unlucky. So that's bad. So I think taking the transfer like puts us back into the game and swipes points from hand. I think there are points in Archives though. I just like Don't know if we can get in there. Yeah, like it could be Unleash, but it's hard to tell. I'm sure we'd be dumping into agendas and archives when their modes that strong. But I can't make any, like, respectfully, I cannot read Chanaros at all. Like, I do not know what's going on, and I haven't been able since turn 1. I'm going to go for it. So we can hit 1 bite, but we die to 2 bites. And MeliSU is definitely on HQ again. Because it's been working out. Now, this is an HQ be clear. Oh, 100%. I'm with you on that. So we'll die to double bite here, but I mean, if we die to double bite on HQ on turn, yeah, of course it's blue floor. I think we should be drawing for Tungsten Tailor and setting up. Like, once we find a crew here, Echelon actually breaks lines by super cheap. So I think it was a face down card. We'll find out. Yeah. Okay. Probably GG. Oh God. Okay. It makes sense, I guess. I was going to ask why we have 2 tags. Yeah, so it is like Melias measured grinder. So I don't think there's real tag punishment. It would have been sick there if we drew our remove tag ability thing. So we die to double mindscaping. We'll clear a tag. We'll see if he trashes the 20. If he does, we have a really, really long game. Yeah, this is gonna suck. And now anytime we make the wrong run, like measured just comes back. And we have to play against infinite measured. And we do not have infinite economy. In fact, we don't have economy. Once again, the problem is out of faction MR. I mean, the problem is we are not making money. The only econ card we have in our deck that is playable is daily casts. And we are tagged. I don't know what's happening. Is that an agenda? Like, now Regenesis is cooked. Like, Regenesis is a problem that he can win in 2 turns. And I think if you're playing measured, you're probably on Regenesis. The thing is, if we run archives and it's a Regenesis, like, we lose the game on the spot. I think we just find a boomerang and run archives and not care about the consequences. It's probably sell out here, right? I think we sell out the class act. So if it's a snake, we just take a bunch of, but like we have to run archives here. Yeah, I think we have to. If it's a snake though, it's going to trash one of our installed cards. That's pretty bad. Yeah, I think we just have to do the run archives and not care. Like if it's a Cloud Eater, it's a Cloud Eater. It gives Kentucky Glacier a unique flavor. I mean, that's one way of saying it, but it's also like saying the bleach I put in my Coca-Cola gives a unique flavor. Yeah, this has to be a Regenesis push. It's probably a Cloud Eater, but like I don't know what else we're doing here. At least if we steal Genesis, we can bounce. We probably die to measured. There's just no way that Melias is on archives, right? Right? Yeah, it's a Cloud Eater. Fires. What does it cost to break? 1 credit too much. Yeah, whatever. So now if we steal any agenda, we just die to measure it on the spot. Like if Melias is in archives, the game is over. We also can't touch Fuji unless we steal 1 point first and then Fuji. So like this run is bad for a bunch of different reasons. What do we lose? We lost Hermes. Oh, that's smart. That's clever. Take 2 tags. So we'll just lose the game here. I mean, in theory, we should jack out, but I just want... It's on archives. The measured comes back. Oh God, I hate this. GG. Yeah, that's it. So we steal this, and now the measured comes back, and of course we die. Oh, that's all. That's bad. You break this, we can't. We're short a credit. In theory, it's a safe thing there to jack out, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have any reads on that game until it was like way too late. But yeah, just recurring measured is going to be pretty rough there. Gigan, thanks for the game. The hand is Anoetic Void, a teeny. The server remote was 2 Botus? Why didn't they go rezzed? I don't understand what happened. Why didn't these get rezzed earlier? Wasn't there a face check that this res could have knocked 2 cards out of hand? It would have knocked out 2 breakers. I think Shadowrun wanted to keep the money up. But yeah, the hand is just going to have bites and the measures are going to recur. Just on and on and on. Yeah, if you call the central run wrong, you lose the game. I would say like maybe on the spot, unless you don't run and you make like, okay, so it's like an open deck list problem. Yo, Shanros, good game. It's like, I don't know what the threat is there. We ran archives to play around Regenesis, which maybe this deck is not on Regenesis because this is so slow. It's like R&D has 16 cards left and we're threatening our first agenda out. So I was assuming that the game is going to be pushed out onto like Regenesis and then we're on 4 points immediately. And then like the game is in a really bad spot because then any run we call wrong measured comes back. It is Regenesis and remote server. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, so if you call it wrong, the measured comes back or the bite comes back. If you hit the bite, you're kind of cooked. Yeah, so we had to run archives there, I would say. Maybe we didn't. Because it depends what Shanros does. Because like, oh no, because you have a click left. So if you score out the Regenesis, you can repair archives. That's the only thing that we have is like Hermes does something here, but we don't really do anything. Did we whiff on HQ? We touched a lot of cards and we didn't get enough. And we even got our twinning sooner than later. Like maybe we were just meant to be passive, but I think at the end of the day, like we actually don't make enough money. Like the deck doesn't generate money. It just like can eventually break for free. And I think against like obviously pseudo infinite measured, you just need money. The first 21 on HQ almost flat into 2 Fujis. Yeah, that was a risk. At any point, also like 2 bites would just like end the game on the spot. Like there's not much we could do about that. We just can't keep your money down. Yeah, no tag punishment. Yeah, that makes sense. I think you could have like trashed the twinning on that last turn, probably fine. Even the paladin. 3 measured, 3 spin. Oh yeah, that's 15. Oh god, that's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst. Do not like that. I don't know what we could do. Like, I generally don't know what we could do. I think we needed to find the revolver. I think if we didn't have the echelon, we had the revolver, we have a shot. Like, say that we even break the Cloud Eater. If we break the Cloud Eater, we have 4 cards in hand. So we still send a message, we're on game points. 1 measured goes back to hand. Maybe Shanros doesn't have the next measured. I guess we should have seen, because Shanros showed hand. So there's no second measured there. If that's the case, like we have to survive the first measured. And if we have the gun, we can maybe take 4 damage. And then we basically don't do anything until we try and win off of twinning, which means we have to clear the tag. So maybe you can do something. It's just the play patterns are so unhealthy. Yeah, weird. All right. Well, we learned something about Baz. Like Baz is actually like legitimately kind of cool. I think the daily casts are like kind of hot. Like they are the most amount of economy that we can get down. Like when we get down a clickless class act off of the Chesva, sorry, daily cast of the Chesva, you had 6 credits you can match strength, but that's all we could do. No, it was 6 credits to match strength. No, Meteor. No, we couldn't. It was 6 credits to match strength. We had 4 + 2, so we can match strength, but we can't break any subroutines. Yeah, it's echelon. Yeah, no, we can't. We were 1 credit short. If we had 1 credit, we could have broken the 3 net damage, and then we would have been okay. We were 1 credit short, maybe. This breaker is Garbo. I mean, it is not good. And like maybe that's a learning on criminals. Like so much of the criminal card pool, especially Baz 2, is about interacting, that I could see us playing multiple revolvers and still 1 permanent killer. Honestly, if it was breakable, I don't think I res there. Maybe to knock a card out of hand. Yeah, I don't see why you'd res there. It gets Hermes res, which is okay. But yeah, then you just keep 10 credits, which no, you don't need. I don't know if it matters. I think you want to make me spend 7 credits and then still have this trash 1 installed runner card text. I think you still do. But yeah, we break this for 4 instead of 9 if we have a revolver. Revolver seems really good. With 3 boomerang, I'm okay with 2 gun. Yeah, that's true, actually. We were drawing for a boomerang there. If we hit a boomerang there, it's okay. We're still going to die no matter what. But yeah, if it's a boomerang, we still die. We have 3 cards in hand, so we're still cooked. TTT makes Carmen a lot more bearable. Yeah, in theory, it makes Echelon a lot more bearable. But like, this is the thing is, the problems where Carmen is bad is like, it's very hard to quickly break a drafter. But if your answer to quickly breaking a drafter is find your Carmen, install your Carmen, find your Tungsten Tailor, install your Tungsten Tailor, you're not wrong, but also like at that point, Echelon's probably still good enough. Top of RD was Fuji, Sam was Hansei previous turn. Yeah, I don't know if we can deal with this. Yeah, but just call it wrong. Oh my god, I could not read your calls. The call that was like Melias was on HQ on turn like 2 was so absurd to me. Absolutely blew me out. The defining meta century drafter, Wenagon, how's it going? Yeah, it's like you can't break it with carbon fast, and then finding 2 pieces to break it also doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know. This tungsten tailor we haven't installed yet, and that might tell us something, but we're also playing way too aggro to maybe wait for this thing. And again, we installed the bus offer 4 and it didn't matter. And maybe that's also we're learning. With 3 boomerangs, maybe we can just afford to play Shibboleth because we're ideally not playing this. But maybe actually that's the reason why you play this, because this breaks all the cheap stuff and then you boomerang the big stuff. I don't know. Seems like a lot of tags, Cat, and you would not believe it was not the issue. Calling HQ Crim tends to be correct. They're just hungry to boomerang transfer. Yeah, but I don't know. I think they're just as likely to clean gateway open R&D. Maybe it's because they're so scared against you that they don't. I don't know. But like when the all centers are open and you're calling HQ, I don't know if you do that. Maybe we're meant to learn that you do, and then we just run R&D and you lose a credit. They're for the transfer hunger? I don't know. Maybe you're right. I'd have to play more into and against Melias to know that, but it got me by surprise, that's for sure. All right, it's 11:43. We do not have enough time for another game. R&D can be right, but they can also clean gateway archive specifically to dodge the R&D call. Yeah, but then they're doing a bad click. Like, that's pretty good for you. I mean, it worked. No, I could not read you at all. I couldn't read any of your ice placement either because the times that you did and didn't res did not make, like, I could not make sense of it. Watch the replay. You'll see what threw me off. And I don't know if it was an intentional or not. I probably should have saved the replay to walk through it, but I could not figure most of that out. All right, so that's it. We'll be back. Well, technically tomorrow. There is a ban list update of some sort tomorrow morning. So we'll be there at it's like 7 or 8 in the morning. I forget what it is, but yeah, there's meant to be scheduled news tomorrow and there's a video. So tune in for that. That'll be fun. Saturday, as we said, there's going to be a stream of the New York City district championship. It'll be up on this Twitch channel, link in the description. I'll be joining for the first couple rounds to help out with some commentary remotely. But these are always fantastic streams because Kato does just like the best stuff for sure. Otherwise, maybe this weekend, maybe as soon as Friday, if you want to drop by Velma's Diner to watch some Arkham horror content, I could see that happening. Link to that in the description. And then Monday we'll be back with, and if Jeff can get out on a Monday, it might not be Monday for us. It might be Wednesday. But we have some tier list content for Vantage Point finally coming out. So maybe it'll be Wednesday because if Jeff gets Monday, then I'll wait a couple days. But all that sort of stuff will be out next week. So it's been really busy. I know we haven't put out a lot of video content on, but we've been behind the scenes doing a lot of work. So hopefully you appreciate it. And speaking about appreciate, thank you to all these names here and more that support the Métropole Grid on Patreon so we can do stuff like this. All the streams, the video content, the editing, the licensing, the co-equipment, all this sort of stuff takes time and money and would not be possible without all the names here. And of course, our daily cast patrons as well. Thank you so much. If you appreciate content like this, there's a lot of ways you can say thanks and support the stream. Firstly, hanging out, leaving comments, leaving likes, subscribing to the channel, recommending to a friend, all that sort of stuff really helps. If you want to go that further step and support financially, any amount of contribution is incredibly appreciated. You can find a link to the Patreon below. I'm very lucky to be able to do this the way that we can. On top of that, if your name is here, I don't shout this out enough. It's been a while. If you want to put a little icon next to your name, you see some people have that, hit me up on Discord. We can get that for you as well. The last shout out, of course, very importantly, in 2 weeks, we have here our district championship in Montreal on April 25th. It starts at 9:30 in the morning. We'll be done before dinner time. It's nice that you can do the whole event in a single day. We'd love to have you. More information linked below. Always, you can find it on Always Be Running. And we also have a GNK on Tuesday the same week if you want to prep for that. So that's at L'Expedition, our Tuesday night regular casual meetup. That's mostly it. Thanks so much for hanging out, y'all. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Good luck this weekend for districts, and we'll see you maybe tomorrow morning.